the second part, we talked about showmanship. You got to get out here. You got to do a skit. You got some music. A little choreography helps a little bit. And before they take flight, they get up here. We give them 30 seconds, and then the judges are going to score them on a scale of 1 to 10. The best possible score you get is a 10 there. I don't know. Sometimes, Tina, they get a little creative with those number cards. They make up their own numbers, but we just kind of wing it. See that? I'm already making jokes up here. Winging it. Choreography, ingenuity, and ability to wow the crowd. And finally, distance. We talked about that one. Yes, that is a key component out here. It's how far do you fly? And most of these, let's be honest, they're going to fly 30 feet straight down.
Straight down. Oh, Jimmy, have some faith out here.
I saw a couple out. There was one out there that didn't even have wings on it. I have no idea what they were thinking when they designed that, but we'll see. We'll see over the course of the next 3 hours.
Yeah, well, we do have judges that are going to score out here, and let us meet our esteemed group. Let's start with Sam Canty. He's one piece of the 5-piece force that Billboard calls one of the hottest rising acts in music today. We just interviewed him from the band Treaty Oak Revival, Sam Canty.
Judge number 2 up here in the hot seat. He's a content creator from Denton and TikTok star celebrated for his comedic lifestyle skits, fitness tips, and relatable daily routines. So what do you say, Las Colinas? Put your hands together for Romeo Centeno.
She's a powerhouse athlete from Katy, Texas, and one of the brightest rising stars in volleyball today. A 3-time NCAA national champion, 3-time All-American, and the 2024 Finals MVP of the inaugural Love Volleyball Championships. Everyone, please welcome Madison Skinner.
We got a twofer on this next one, but I don't think they're up here because they're going to run in one of these pre-runner craft out here. But they're both former ATP tennis pros who between them have stacked up 20 career titles and held the distinction of being the top-ranked American men's player for nearly a decade on tour. Now retired from competition, they host a tennis podcast called Nothing Major. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Steve Johnson and Dallas' own John Eisner.
And he's an American Twitch streamer and YouTuber from Houston, Texas, known for his catchphrase, "What's up, brother?" He's collaborated with major brands and personalities, and in 2024 was recognized as the best sports streamer at the Streamer Awards. Everyone, please welcome Sketch. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Tim Urban is a singer, songwriter from Dallas, Texas, and was a top 10 finalist on American Idol. He's a husband to an amazing wife and father to 2 incredible girls. Please rise and remove your hats for the national anthem.
Whoa, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
What do you say, DFW? Make some noise one more time for Tim Urban. We are getting close to takeoff here. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a special treat for you right now. Eyes to the sky as Miles Dasher and Mike Brewer from the Red Bull Air Force team are about to drop in to kick off the Red Bull Flugtag Dallas here in 2025. This one's always a special part of any major Red Bull event, Tina. We always have these guys come in to kick off the opening ceremonies. If you don't know about it, the Red Bull Air Force, these guys are an amazing group of people that do this stuff all over the world. We've seen them jump out of airplanes. We've seen them jump out of helicopters. It doesn't matter if it's a large-scale event like Flugtag. They've even done this at some of the big North American marketing summit parties that we do here at Red Bull.
Yeah, Miles Dasher, he's been part of the team for a really long time. He loves participating in these events, always full of energy. He hangs out there in Idaho when he's not jumping out of a plane, but when he gets here, again, full of energy. And then Mike Brewer, again, the other Air Force team member. But take a look, again, eyes to the sky for Miles Dasher and Mike Brewer from the Red Bull Air Force team.
As they're making their way in, and we're talking about the accolades of the Red Bull Air Force, this one's relevant because this happened out at Possum Kingdom when we used to do cliff diving out there. One of these guys actually parachuted in and landed on the back of one of the ops crew's jet skis back there. Timmy Carlson, who's out here on us crew, that was such an epic moment. The footage of that is floating around out there, but we did that at Possum Kingdom a couple years back, and it was absolutely amazing. Just to give you a little snippet as to the skill set that these guys have, but imagine, Tina, you're dropping in from that height and you're trying to land on this flight deck. It's not very wide, and that is what they are going to attempt to do. Dallas, you guys are a little bit quiet out there. Let's make some noise for the Red Bull Air Force coming in hard. Look at this. Look at that. With the smoke pack and everything, and no problem. Just another day at the office. We're supposed to be launching craft off of this thing, and the Red Bull Air Force said, no, we're coming in hot, and we're landing on this deck today. One down and one to go. Come on, DFW. Let's keep the energy going out there.
Yeah, give it up, ladies and gentlemen. That is Miles Dasher, who just landed. And again, Mike Brewer from that Red Bull Air Force team. And not only is Miles Dasher flying from the sky, he is handing off the declaration, the scroll, to the deputy mayors.
It is our pleasure to have you back.
Woo! Woo!
All right, thank you so much for that. Good afternoon, Irving, Texas. How y'all doing? All right, my name is Mayor Pro Tem John Block, and on behalf of the Irving City Council and the mayor, it is my great pleasure to welcome all of the residents, the visitors, the competitors, and the fans to Lake Carolyn for Flugtag, Red Bull Flugtag 2025. Woo! Woo! So this is a really incredible thing that's going on here, and as you just witnessed, I mean, we have never had a proclamation delivered from the air before. And it just kind of shows, you know, when you have a city here where we want to bring in things like this, and we have a space like this and a lake like this, we can do it, and it's really wonderful being able to see our city put to a great use like that. So, it is my great distinct honor to declare that today, September 13th, 2025, is Red Bull Flugtag Day in Irving, Texas. Welcome back, Flugtag.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem Block. The last time Flugtag came to DFW was in 2013. For more than a decade, fans have asked, when will it come back? Well, after 12 years, the wait is over. And Irving is the proud home of its comeback. And what a day, what a great way to start this day with the incredible Red Bull Air Force skydiving into Lake Carolyn. Way to go, guys. That was fantastic. That energy carries us into the competition that's ahead. On behalf of the city of Irving, we thank the Red Bull Air Force and all the teams competing today. Let's give them a round of applause, and let's get the competition started. Thank you.
Again, thank you to Deputy Mayor Pro Tems. That is John Block and Deputy Mayor Pro Tems Mark Cronenbed. Again, September 13th has been officially proclaimed Red Bull Flugtag Day.
We have an official Flugtag Day. Hopefully it's not 12 years before we get to do this again here in Las Colinas, but it has been well worth the wait back here in the exact same spot. The venue looks a little different. This complex over here to the right wasn't here the last go-around, but a little bit of a photo op up here. Hey, can I get you guys to make a big round of applause one more time for a Red Bull Air Force? That was absolutely amazing to drop in. come in that speed, coming in that hot, and then land up here on the flight deck. Like I said, yeah, it's tall, but it's not very wide, so not a lot of room to work with.
Yeah, well, Jimmy, we are just about to get things going. But first of all, we have 4 honorary crafts that are going to make their way up here and set the tone for the rest of Red Bull Flugtag. Now, again, these are not judged, but they are our honorary crafts. So they are going to be coming up. And our first honorary craft is Nothing Major as they make their way up the ramp.
Were you saying they are Nothing Major, or was that the actual name of the craft? I was like, man, Tina, you're harsh with the honorary craft.
That is the actual name of the craft.
I kid. I had to play around a little bit here. So if you're wondering, all right, the honorary craft, these are usually sponsor partners that come out here, and as Tina mentioned, these aren't judged. They're not going to do a skit and whatnot. This is just kind of setting the tone, getting the party started, because, you know, everybody wants to see these things fly, but they also want to see some absolute carnage out here as well. So this kind of gets kind of shakes out the cobwebs a little bit. We get these honorary craft, and oh my goodness, look at this thing as it makes its way up. You've got, that looks like a tennis judge's chair. Oh, they are going to do skits, I just got told. Okay. Woo! These guys at least are going to do a skit. That would, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here, Tina, but that looks like a tennis judge chair. Would it not?
I'm going to say you're right, yes, and this beautiful piece, Nothing Major. No, it is serious. It is absolutely major as this goes into the water. As they get set, again, this is just the honorary craft, testing the waters out here at Red Bull Flugtag.
So if you can't see it, if you look at it on the video wall, the propeller on this, the mock propeller there, that's actually a group of tennis rackets. Also remind you that 2 of these guys that are on this team, they are actually our judges up here. We've got former world number 8, John Eisner. 6'10" is simply too tall to fly the aircraft, but he's known as one of the greatest servers in ATP history. Tina's trying to work her way in there for an interview as they try to stabilize this thing, and also Steve Johnson in here as well. Those guys are working double duty.
Yeah, they're very, very busy out here at Red Bull Flugtag, but you are the first one to go in the water here at Red Bull Flugtag. What is going through your mind right now?
Sure panic, really. I'm not sure how we got here or why we're here today in Dallas, but we love it. The crowd's insane. The energy's awesome. We're going to set the tone one way or the other. We're hoping to get it into the water.
Hoping to get it into the water instead of back on the flight deck?
Yeah, for our pilot's sake, we'd like to get him into the water. He's hot. He's ready for a cool dip in this lake.
All right, well, the thing looks beautiful. You guys have a skit, so we're going to let you.
Skit got straps.
Oh, we're not doing a skit. All right, skit, no skit, but either way, this craft looks beautiful. How long did it take you to put this together?
It took us not that long. We had the great team of Red Bull build this for us. It's going to be phenomenal. I don't like our chances with the rectangular wings, but we're going to give it a go.
All right, well, I love the tennis racket propeller there. You guys have been cleared for takeoff.
Let's go.
All right, so the skit's off, so you know what to do. It's all on you guys now, DFW. Put your hands together, scream, yell, do whatever it takes, but let's make some noise for honorary team number 1, Nothing Major. I don't know, Tina, this one looks a little flimsy right there. It looks like it's going to detach from the rolling judge's chair right there, and someone's going to hang on for dear life. And, well, descent.
Well, he said it. The goal really is to just make it into the water.
Well, you mentioned about flying back onto the deck. That does happen sometimes with some of these gliders. If you get a gust of wind every now and then, we've seen somebody kind of flop back onto the deck right here. It's a little too quiet out there. We're kicking this thing off with the first craft. They're even going to try to spin the tennis racket propeller right there.
And let's see if this goes into it. Again, setting the tone here at Red Bull Flugtag. Honorary craft number 1, Nothing Major.
Well, they're hoping to put up something major for sure right here. Hoping to make this thing fly. How good is their foot speed right here? Keeping it straight on. They're tripping a little bit to the right. Here we go. Make some noise off to the edge of the flight deck.
He got into the water, Jimmy.
Like I said, down is a direction. You're going to see a lot of these things flying straight down. But the key to this is when it all goes south, literally, you want to get away from that thing as quick as humanly possible. You don't want the structure coming down on top of you. And yes, your teammates can jump off the flight deck after you, but the rule is you got to kind of go off the corners right there. You can't have a big old dog pile going into the flight deck.
All right, so that was our honorary craft number 1 as they clear the water. We are going to get set with our honorary craft number 2, full Slurpee send, and take a look at this, Jimmy.
Wow.
Take a look at this giant Slurpee that's coming up behind you.
Look at the replay right there. I mean, the strategy was there, but as you watch this right here, as soon as they get the wheels off the end of the flight deck, he kind of tucked into this, and he let go right away. So, tough break right there for nothing major, but hats off to the crew guys right there. They have a job and a half to do out here today, because after these things go into the water, our operations crew, they have the task of clearing all this stuff out. We've got rescue divers out there. We've got paddle boards and jet skis, so that's why there's a little bit of a delay in between each one of these crafts. They have to clear the water. You guys are off the hook for these honorary craft. I like the moxie that you're throwing up numbers, but you're off the hook for this one. The judges are looking at this like, hey, this is a dry run. We're giving this a go. We're putting some numbers up anyway.
I need at least an 8. At least an 8.
They're already talking trash up here, Tina. We've lost control of the flight deck already. Team number 2, 7-11.
That's right. It's our honorary craft number 2. It's called Full Slurpee Send, and I love Free Slurpee Day. And I also hear that this team has a skit, but just tell us how far this craft is going to fly. How far is this Slurpee going to fly?
I have complete confidence in our craft, and I have complete confidence in our pilot here. I think we're going the furthest today.
Going the furthest, and you guys aren't even being judged. You're just an honorary craft.
You know, that's a great point you just made. But we're going to go as hard as we can like we're getting judged.
I love that attitude. I love that attitude. Again, Full Slurpee Send. You've got the 7-11 wings. You've got the giant Slurpee behind you. I'm looking at you, and you just have a huge grin on your face.
I'm ready. We're here to set the bar. I know we're just honorary, but we're going to set the bar and entertain the crowd.
All right, and I'm going to look at you because, again, you're just shaking your head, and I want to, who's the pilot here?
Oh, so you just spoke to the pilot. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, not me. 100%.
But are you going into the water also?
That's also going to be a 11th hour call. It's 50-50 right now.
That's a yes.
So you're going to run to the edge, look down, and then if you don't go in, you can't not do that.
Yeah, that's true. It's going to be a last second call. We're going to see.
All right, Full Slurpee Send, the honorary craft number 2. Let's see the skit.
We got the thumbs up from the ops crew, so here we go. DFW, put your hands together for Full Slurpee Send. Okay, ready to fly. Did you know 7-Eleven is going to be celebrating their 100th birthday in 2027? Also, today is Bring Your Own Cup Day at 7-Eleven. You can get a Slurpee in your own vessel for $1.99, Tina. I did not know that walking in today. So that's a big deal because I love a good Slurpee. That's kind of our Friday thing at home. We always get Slurpees and hang out and get ready for the weekend, but oh boy. If you're taking a good look at it, I don't know where this thing detaches from the carriage part of this, but this one's going to be real interesting. You can't see. The pilot is completely cut off from line of sight behind that massive Slurpee cup. They're a little left to center. Can the Slurpee fly? There we go. And a little bit. That was pretty good. See, the judges are still, they're not judging for the honorary craft, but Romeo and Sam are up there already talking it over.
You know, but you got to give it up to the skit. We usually don't see a skit for these honorary crafts, but they included the backflip, they had the dance, they had the choreography, and any of those teams that are competing took a good look at that. That's a good example of what you should do.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can't remember the last time either here or a soapbox that the honorary craft have done skits, but that was crazy. So the Slurpee cup was a breakaway. He was sitting behind that thing. I'm like, how in the heck are you going to be able to see? But I don't know if that was intentional or not, but that thing just completely came apart right there. But you actually flew a little bit. I don't know what the official ranking was on that. Did you know that we have a splash cam, Tina? I did not know that we had a splash cam out here today. That was a big deal right there.
And they flew a little over 25 feet. But, Jimmy, we're going to get ready for our next honorary craft.
Hey, good luck, guys.
Glorp. Oh my goodness, Glorp. You guys are from Austin, Texas, huh? We got the team up here. You got Amiru, the most watched woman on the live stream platform Twitch. She speaks Cantonese, Chinese, German, Millennial, and Cat. Which one of you speaks Cat?
She does. Oh, I speak Cat. Okay, so meow. That was good. Yep.
All right. What does that translate into?
That translated to all hail Glorp.
All hail Glorp. Did you know that? Did you know that? That stands for all hail Glorp in Cat. The Cat isn't the only alien this Glorp group has out of this world views on YouTube. You guys have over 1 billion views of self-created content. So with the flying saucer here, talk us through the idea behind this craft.
Yeah, I mean, basically, this is something we put a lot of faith in Glorp. You know, we think, we're going to go out there where we have a lot of engineering that's gone into this, and we're just going to trust in Glorp, and we're going to send it. We're going to send her straight to space.
If you guys make this a full-time business, would you consider yourself a Glorporation?
100%. Yeah, one of the biggest Glorporations in the world.
I know, that was absolutely terrible, but I'm trying to get a marketing job out here. So, you don't really have wings on this thing, and I guess you're going to sit in this. Does this detach from the saucer? You have flight pins, it looks like, and this thing's going to detach. So, who's going to sit in here, and how do you plan to get, the front bails out.
So the plan is they're going to push me, and I'm going to launch myself forward, and we're going to float forward. We're going to jump out, jump forward.
I like that. You're a glass is half full kind of person. You're just going to launch forward and float forward. So, you ever been to a Flugtag before? Is this your first time?
Yeah, first time ever. It's all of our first time, actually. We're super excited to be here.
So how does that feel to be the test dummies and be up here and be the third craft to go?
Pretty scary, but we're hoping to set the tone and do pretty well and not, just go straight down into the water.
All right, time to work out the butterflies. We got the thumbs up. You guys are ready. We're going to cue up your music. It's skit time here. It's Honorary Craft number 3. Put your hands together. Make some noise for Glorp. I was a little worried right there. The pins weren't out at first, so that thing has to detach from the undercarriage right there. I don't know about this one, Tina. Do you think it's going to fly?
Well, yeah, they have a lot of speed going off of this flight deck.
And there we go. I think that went further than the 7-Eleven craft. Do you agree or disagree, Tina?
I would say maybe a half a foot more. So let's take a look at the splash cam and the replay. Again, that is just our honorary crafts. We don't typically see the skids, but we've already seen 2 skids from the honorary crafts. But Jimmy, a lot of speed as they headed out off of this flight deck, and look at her feet reach for that water.
Well, she tries to tuck into this thing. Watch when the bottom part detaches from the saucer. She sticks the legs back and tries to go full Supergirl, and then thinks better of that and puts the legs out in front. But I think that went a little further than the 7-Eleven craft. I don't know how you say splashdown and catch. She may have to come back up here and translate that one for us. But what do you think of Glorp, DFW? And I like that one because it's like a space capsule. That bottom part actually stays afloat right there, which the ops crew guys are very happy about that because it makes it real easy to get the carnage out of the water. Good job, Glorp.
All around, great performance.
Good job.
Oh, by the way, we do have our judges mic'd up when we get into the meat and potatoes of this and we actually start judging these things. But I like it. They're getting ready, Tina. They're already throwing up numbers. They're embracing the task at hand here today.
All right. Well, we are getting set for our honorary team number 4. And then after this one, Jimmy, we actually will start the judging process.
I got to get out of the way.
For our teams. But this one is beautiful. Look at this. Its craft name is Red Bull Tetris. The team's name is Tetromaniacs. And I'm going to head over here to Caitlin. Correct. So you're going into the water. Is that correct?
That's correct. That's correct.
All right. So how did you get this job?
Honestly, they just offered me the opportunity, and I just took it and ran with it, literally.
Literally. All right, so tell us about your craft here.
Yeah, so we partnered with Tetris. So it's Tetris themed. The top has some Tetris graphics, and yeah, we're just hoping this thing flies as far as it can.
It looks really good. How long did you work on this?
Ooh, almost a month.
A whole month?
Yeah, it's a long time. Long time.
Yeah, Jimmy, that talks about just all the work and the skill that goes into making these crafts.
Yeah, this and for Soapbox, I mean, there's a lot of planning that goes into this, and then obviously you guys have spent a lot of money on duct tape and some Visqueen and some, is that like pool tube foam that you've got going on there on the wooden frame?
To be honest, I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you.
So you weren't really involved in the engineering of this over the month. You were the one handing everybody Red Bulls and just kind of dictating how this build was going to go?
No, I was designing it. The engineering team did a great job putting it together, so I got to give them credit.
All right, so we just got the thumbs up from the ops crew. The water is clear. You guys ready to do your thing?
Yeah, I think we got a skit too, right?
You do have a skit. We're about to cue up your music. It is your time to shine. What do you say, Los Colinas? Let's bring the noise for craft number 4 on the honorary side of things. It's the Tetromaniacs. Oh, this one's going to be full sketch factor because look at the wing, how close it is to the wall here, the scaff in front of the judges, and the camera guys up here on the flight deck even have to duck down for this one. So they got to walk this one out, and now they're going to get it up to a trot. Can they get enough speed to make this thing fly? The Tetromaniacs, he's standing tall, or she's standing tall. Oh! That went better than I thought it was going to go. And oh, we've got block carnage all over the lake right there.
We got a lot of parts spread out in the water, but she's all right. That's honorary team number 4. And now, Jimmy, it is time.
We got to get out of the way.
It is time.
This next one's getting locked and loaded. While they're getting ready to take flight here, let's take a look here at the splash cam. Hats off to our crew down there. They got a big job out here today with the paddle boards and the jet skis and whatnot, trying to retrieve all this. But they got up to some pretty good speed after a slow trot. So, I mean, that thing went better than I thought it did. Looking at it at real-time speed, it looked like it kind of just went straight down. But I don't think it went as far as the last two, Tina.
Yeah, these honorary crafts, you know, she said that she spent a month putting this thing together. Well, they spent about a month putting this thing together.
She said, I just designed it. She wasn't doing the hands-on stuff. Oh, my goodness. And the judges, again, we told them multiple times that they don't have to judge the honorary craft, but they're good. They're getting in the mindset. They're working at the kinks right now. They're figuring this thing out.
Yeah, they're just warming things up because we are just about to start our competition, Jimmy.
Oh, we're just about ready. We're just about ready to send our first actual judged flight out here. It is about time to officially kick this thing off. Tina, what do you say? The countdown to takeoff in 3, 2, 1. DFW, let me hear you make some noise out there!
And now, Jimmy, like you said, we are ready to kick things off with our competition. This is where the judging will count. And we're going to start with Deputy Dads out of Katy, Texas. Their craft name? Boot Scoot 1. This thing looks pretty good. You know, I never would think a boot would fly.
Well, we're going to find out today. We're pretty sure because we have a whole lot of cheer. We have 14 kids between all the dads. We live all in the same neighborhood, go to the same church. They're over there. They're cheering for us loud.
All right, let's hear it, kids. The Boot Scoot Dads kids.
Get it up. They're going to get the energy up for us. They're going to bring all the vibes we need to get this thing to go at least 259 feet.
259 feet. So you guys are anticipating breaking that world record of 258 feet.
You ain't first or last.
That's a good way to start it off. You're going to throw some Talladega Nights quotes in there.
I love these costumes. All right. How long did it take you to put this thing together, put these costumes together, and was it just a lot of late nights?
A lot of late nights, yeah. It's probably like 6 weeks from beginning to end. The costumes, you know, Amazon like 20 seconds, so let's just be honest. But we love the costumes, tons of energy. Everybody loves them. We've gotten like 1 million pictures a day, so
We're going to be all over the internet starting tomorrow.
Starting tomorrow. Well, guess what, guys? The water is clear, and you are ready to fly.
I don't get to throw out a number with the judges here, but I'm going to say that when you start off with a little Brooks and Dunn, that's a pretty good way to get this party started. Oh, my goodness. Good clip of speed right here. They went way left to center on this one. The question is, will the first judge craft fly here today? Oh, almost to the 25-foot buoy right there. That was pretty darn good.
They said 259 feet. We're going to minus a lot of numbers from that.
I'm not good at math, but I'm going to guess that one was pretty far shy of that. And they're not afraid to all jump in off the flight deck. What do you say, people? Put your hands together for the deputy dad setting the bar here. Wowzers.
And this is actually the first time that we will go to the judges to see their scores. So judges, let us see those scores.
Sam and Romeo throwing up a 9 and an 8. So they're throwing out big numbers early on. We're getting official word that the distance was 15 feet. Sketch has got a 7 right there. Madison's got a 7.
Well, let's go to
Steve
Romeo.
John.
You're smiling, happy Romeo, with that 8.
9, 8.
Yeah, Romeo, I'm going to talk to you over there and tell us about the 8 and why you gave that to them.
I love the dads. We were talking to them over there when we were grading for their creativity. I love that even under their costumes, they were all still matching with their swim trunks. And that the line dancing, I love that. I love the dads. Great job, guys.
Yeah, I hear you guys can hear that. They love the dads. And right now we're going to head down to Jaden, who is at the takeout zone.
Hey y'all, so I'm super excited. We're waiting on the teams to come out, but I'm going to be here getting their first reaction to the flight, and I'll be interviewing them in a few seconds.
All right, so we got official word. That one was 15 feet for the deputy dads getting that one started. We got a good look at this next crew. They were down there in the hangar when we were doing the pre-show earlier on. These guys are from right here in Las Colinas in the greater Irving area. What do you say, everybody? Put your hands together. This is team number 2, Margarita Voladora. We're waiting to get the all clear to send you guys loose. I'm gonna come out front here. You guys have a giant wooden margarita. You've got this Coroplast bottle of tequila. Talk to me about the whole concept behind your guys' theme and your craft.
So the whole concept was born over a Tex-Mex meal and multiple margaritas. We'd heard about Flugtag on the Instagram, social media, and seen many of the fails and many of the successes, and we decided we want to enter. We created a craft based on our favorite thing, margaritas. So our goal is to bring 100 gallons of margaritas flying over Lake Carolyn so no one has an excuse to be thirsty today.
So if this idea was born over margaritas, you would say that you guys are a very well-blended group?
Oh, we are very well-blended. Some would even say we're on the rocks.
Oh, look at you. Pun for pun. I like it. This guy's my people right there. So how long have you guys known each other? You guys are friends? You guys work together? What's your backstory with each other?
We're all friends. We met together. We live together in a neighborhood not too far. We're local Las Colinas. Let's give it up for Las Colinas, everyone. And we've known each other about 4 years, and this is solidifying our friendship because what would we rather do on a Saturday than come out and have fun with 50,000 of our new fans, plus or minus 1 or 2.
I have one serious question here. Where's the 100 gallons of margaritas that you're talking about? You can't come out here and preload a statement like that and then not bring one. I mean, you got a giant wooden one right here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Some of them had them. Hey! But no, seriously, Red Bull has got some awesome concession stands. They got a margarita with Red Bull and watermelon margarita with Red Bull in the concession stands. They're absolutely amazing. So as soon as I get done with my flight, that's where you'll find me.
You have clearly had a couple of Red Bulls with the PR team because you are marketing dream right now. But you guys have actually been giving margaritas to the judges right now. You're preloading. Is that considered cheating?
You know, we look for any possible flight advantage that we may have. We just want to influence physics.
All right. Well, we just got word that the water is clear. You guys ready to shine?
Yes, sir. Let's go, Las Colinas.
All right. They're from right here in your backyard. I am getting out of the way. People, make some noise one more time. It's Margarita Voladora. Margaritas can do a lot of things, but can they fly? They're clearing up the carnage on the flight deck, Tina. The wooden margaritas are going down. They're getting rid of those. Are like inflatable hobby horses. I don't know what's going on there. I like it though. When you start off your music theme and you've got the theme song to the good and the bad, the ugly, good things are going to happen. The question is, will Margarita Voladora take flight out here? So far, the mark to beat distance-wise is 15 feet. Remember, 3 different categories out here. You've got distance, you've got the choreography, the overall theme, and of course your creativity. But here we go. Getting into the driver's seat. People, you're a little bit close. He's going to stand up for this one. Oh, I don't know how I feel about this.
Well, and something to point out, Jimmy, there's actually a tailwind that's coming up here on this flight deck. So this one may fly a little bit farther than the 25 feet.
They've got styrofoam panels on the side of that thing where it looks like they carved out shoulder holds, and that thing is just wrapped together with a bunch of black gaff tape right there. So that's what that whole little kerfuffle was right there. They're just getting situated. That thing's riding a little high up top. I don't know. This could get real interesting. This is your own people right here from right here in Las Colinas and Irving. That looks about 15 feet. That looks about the same distance what we saw to Deputy Dads.
Straight down, team number 2, Margarita Voladero, the locals.
Look at all the carnage in the water right there after that one.
Yeah, they had a lot of props, but I have to say the creativity that they put into that one with the tequila bottles, the lime, the salt, all of it, the skit, the hats, they put it all together. But check out this replay. He just goes straight down.
The way that the wings were pointed up, because he's holding onto that with his shoulders, and he had that thing kind of aimed up, and I was like, oh, this might not be good. But I just got told that that went 20 feet. Judges, what say you? Sam's got an 8. Romeo and Madison with a 6. Steve and John, what are they? Sketchy's got a 7, and then a 7 from Steve and John right there. I'm going to go to Sam on this one. Sam, you had the highest mark. Tell me the story behind the 8.
Well, they bribed us with several gifts before this, so I figured that I would, that's the reason why it's not a 7, it's an 8 today. And I like the creativity, I like the routine beforehand, and I think, I didn't think he was going to make it off the ramp, to be honest, but he did, so props to him.
I'm right there with you. I didn't think he was going to get off the flight deck with that one either, but there you go. Sam Canty with an 8 right there. Let's check in once again with Jada before we get to our next craft.
Hey y'all, I am here with Deputy Dads. I don't think we hit the record, but I think 15 feet was pretty good. What do y'all think?
Yeah, it was like a soft-ish landing, right? Yeah.
It looked a little hard to me, are we sure?
No, my leg's hard.
I love it. That was amazing. Would y'all do this again, or are we done after this one?
For sure. We got to improve the design next time. Maybe a little more speed, maybe a little more Red Bull. We'd be good to go.
I think the Red Bull would give y'all's wings, and I think y'all be ready to go next time. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Good job.
All right, well, we are getting ready for team number 3. It is the Cave People. Their craft name is The New Age. You can take a look at them getting set up here. I'm going to try to get in here, talk to a cave person. And a dinosaur? What are you exactly?
Yeah, I'm the dinosaur.
Not only a dinosaur, you are the dinosaur. Are you going into the water?
No, that would be our good friend Sunky. He's had hundreds of hours on pilot simulator, so we should be good.
That's training right there. That is absolute commitment right there. Now, who is that did that?
It was a team effort.
All right, talk about the hours that you put into the training here.
It was a full-time job. What can I say? Spending time away from family, kids, school. It's going to be worth it. You guys are going to see.
Total dedication here at Red Bull Flugtag. In fact, this team actually attended Red Bull Flugtag back in 2013. All right, so give us your take when you saw that to now being up here dressed as a caveman, ready to go into the water.
Oh yeah, it's exciting. I remember coming back in 2013, watching everyone going off. So it's a great thing that we're up here flying, hopefully. Yep. And I'm excited to cool off in the water.
Here as kids, now here as men.
Yeah, exactly.
They were once here as kids, and now they're here as men. All right, gentlemen, let's see it.
right, Tina, here we go. Will the cave people take flight? You're a little too quiet out there, Las Colinas! Standing tall with the full blow launch. Hey, I like that strategy. That took some guts right there to pinch yourself off the front of that thing and try to launch off the front of the flight deck like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was actually counts as flying. That was more of a jumping. Let's take a look at the replay camera for that one. Again, they attended this event back in 2013. They were in the position where you are, just sitting here watching, but check out him just jumping off of that flight deck. A whole 16 feet, Jimmy.
So we got a 15, a 20, and now a 16 as far as distance is concerned. So we're kind of all hanging out in that same area. Oh, what a harsh couple of threes, couple of fours, and Sketch with the high mark over there with the 5. Madison, what's up with the 4?
I mean, I have to say, I had some hope. I mean, the materials looked light. It was looking good going off the runway, but the skit I wasn't really impressed with, and we kind of made a nosedive. But A for effort. I'm proud of him.
All right, so she kind of liked it, but she was saying the choreography was just a little too prehistoric for her taste. Let's check in with Jaden before we get to our next craft.
Hey, y'all. I am here with Margarita Voladora, and we have a record so far, 20 feet. How are we feeling? Are we going to get a margarita now?
Yes, ma'am.
No.
Red Bull?
No?
Not yet.
We're getting Red Bulls today. With the record, y'all are on the leading board. Are we feeling good about this? Are we going to hold it?
We're going to hold. We're feeling confident. I'd like to thank all my friends, family, and everybody else, and most importantly, Red Bull and all the fans of Las Colinas.
Awesome. I'm so proud. Good job, y'all.
Thank you.
Oh, Tina. Craft number 4. We had a little teaser with Jaden down there in the pit area earlier. This is the groomsmen and their craft name, the Getaway. Now, this is an interesting story because you guys are all part of a wedding party, and which one of you is actually getting married tomorrow? Is that you?
That would be me.
So I have to know, I joked around about this earlier, how did that conversation go when you pitched this to the missus and said, you know what, we're going to do this thing, we're going to build this craft, we're going to try to make it fly, we're going to launch 30 feet into this murky water, and then we're going to go get married the next day. Honey, how do you feel about it? How did that go?
Well, I got to say, I really did try to vouch for myself and take up the honorary position of the pilot, but she did let me go ahead and perform, but with my best man, Austin Patton, as the pilot.
So I'm going to assume that you are not holding the ring here today if you jump off the end of the flight deck there as the best man?
I'm not holding that ring.
All right, so one more question here. Does this actually constitute as your bachelor party then, since you're getting married tomorrow? I mean, it's cost effective.
It truly is, and we got the rehearsal dinner to get to tonight, so we better hurry up and get this show on the road.
Well, that's perfect timing because they just gave you the all clear. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the groomsmen! I'm really hoping that they do that tomorrow at the wedding party and that the Red Bull social media team gets footage of that because that would be absolutely epic. Here we go. Skits and if you look at the back of the craft, they've got Red Bull cans tied to the back of that thing with a just married sign. The question is, Tina, are the groomsmen going to take flight?
Oh!
Ouch.
Just a little bit. And something to point out too, Jimmy, they have their rehearsal dinner. So as soon as they get out of the water, they are going to that rehearsal dinner.
Oh, the rehearsal dinners tonight?
The rehearsal dinner.
Oh, you're going to have some bruises to explain to the rest of the wedding party there tonight.
All right, a whole 24 feet for those groomsmen. And let's take another look at the getaway car. He looks like Mr. Incredible sitting in there.
I was going to offer, I'm ordained. I can legally marry people. We could have had our first Flugtag flight deck wedding here today, but I don't think they ran out of time. Speaking of which, you're about to get run into
All
right
right. Well, let's head over to the judges to see what their scores were for those groomsmen. And I want to start with Sketch over there. That's 7. It's middle of of the it's middle of the road there. Tell us why you gave him the 7.
I picked 7 because I liked the pre-dance, and then I liked the crash. I really liked the crash. I'd like to see him go again.
I didn't see Madison's number. What do you got? Oh, Madison had an 8. Oh, and a 5 from Steve and John. These guys are trying to say I do tomorrow, and you're clearly saying I don't with that 5.
Look, that was not me. That was John Isner, everyone. He does not love love, okay? That's it.
Ouch. I like it. Throwing each other. You guys, I want to have margaritas with those dudes later. I want to have the Red Bull margarita. So there you go. The groomsmen. Madison, you look like you had a comment there. What's up with the 8?
Oh my gosh, I love love on the other hand, so I'm here for it. But I mean, you saw the Red Bull cans on the back of the car. Like, that's so iconic, and it said just married. So even though they didn't fly far, I'm really happy for them.
It's a nice touch. I'm getting out of the way as we move on to the next one here. And I believe we're going to check in with Jaden down there in the takeout area with our last craft.
All right, y'all. So I heard the first thing as soon as we got out of the water was that was a lot higher than I expected. Did y'all get scared?
No. Yes. I blanked out, so nothing to be scared of.
Okay, 16 feet. We're not on the leaderboard, but I mean, second place is good enough, right?
Second.
Yeah. Are we gonna run it back and do it again?
Yes.
Awesome. Good job, guys.
All right, well, we are just moving things right along because right now we have team number 5. It's Cyber Bevo, and the craft name is the Flying Cyber Bevo. Tell us about this.
The Cyber Bevo. So we come from Wisconsin. We are a PhD student from there, and Bevo is a mascot. So we had a story where there's some bad scientist who's experimenting on this Bevo, and we're going to rescue them. And then we're going to evac with this aircraft. Okay.
All right, so you guys have seen some of the flights already take place. There's been 20 feet, maybe some 25 feet. How far are you going to go?
Solid 50 feet. I have no doubt. No doubt. Solid 50 feet.
Especially with those goggles on. All right, you are cleared for takeoff.
Look at that pandering. They've got a Red Bull can in the skit as well, trying to pander to the brand right there. I like it. Now the question is it going to fly? I believe 24 feet is where we're sitting right now for the longest flight of the day.
Yeah, they're claiming 50 feet, so we'll see about that.
Yeah, we will see. So you get a good run up right here. I don't know. They've got this PVC pole hanging out the back of this thing with the tail fin right there. And sitting high up on this one. We have yet to see this. This always gets a little extra sketchy when you're sitting up on top of these things.
But again, it is where the pilot lands in the water. That is the distance that is measured. So,
oh no!
Oh no!
Struggling to get back upright, but they don't stop with the push. Can they right the ship? And there we go!
I mean, I have to say they should get extra points just for that recovery.
Oh, man. I thought for sure he was going to fall through and end up in the cabin of that thing right there. Thank goodness for duct tape and zip ties as you get a view from the splash cam.
All right, well, let's look at the replay, Jimmy, because at the start, they started pushing. He wasn't even quite ready yet. He wasn't even set. But he repositions himself because he knows he's going into this water. And then watch this.
And then he's got a couple of pieces of rope that are holding onto that he had to grab onto at the last possible stop. I mean, look at this. You're going to be kidding me. You're holding onto twine at that point, trying to 28 feet's what they just went. That's the best one thus far.
Yeah, not quite 50 feet.
They just went 28 feet.
All right, well, let's head over to the judges.
Ouch.
I see
a 2. Romeo, a 2. Couple of 7s and 8. What's up with the 2, my friend? I'm not judging you, pun intended, but
I don't know. I feel like we've seen so many better performances. It was lacking for me a little bit. I love the craft. I love that he was sitting up top, but he almost fell. And all the other guys have been holding on everything, so he just kind of technically just jumped off. That was my only thing.
Proclaiming a 3 as well. Sam, you look like you had a comment there as well. What's on your mind?
It would have been a higher score, but I'm not a fan of the UT Longhorns. It's horns down all day, so they got knocked off for that one. But otherwise, I think if he would have made it on the craft like he was supposed to, I think it would have been a better score. But
there you go, Sam and Romeo with a 3 out of 2. Let's check in with Jade, who's in the takeout zone with the groomsmen.
Okay, we're here. It looked like a hard fall. Are we okay?
I'm doing great. I just wanted to get a closer look at the water.
Okay, and Annie's happy we were safe landing, ready to go to the wedding tomorrow?
I think it's going to happen. I think we're going to be good.
Yeah. Okay, are we doing this again or never again before a wedding?
Oh, we'll do it again.
Yeah. Awesome. Y'all had 24 feet, so it looks like we're standing in second place. How are we feeling?
Feeling pretty dang good.
I love it. Good job, y'all.
All right, so that's the groomsmen. They got to head over to that rehearsal dinner after that, Jimmy.
Well. Team number 6. We got a whole lot of pink up here. This group, they're no stranger to big marquee Red Bull events. They were actually participants back in 2019 when we were up in the Colony. Little thing called Red Bull Soapbox. Los Colinas, can I get you to put your hands together and welcome in Barbie's Revenge? All right, which one of you is the talker? Who wants to go? You look like you. Oh, you've already. Is that your luggage or is that just your toolkit, sir?
Both.
You're the talker. You're a man of few words right there. So you guys did this. I had to throw you under the bus a little bit. So Barbie's Revenge. Who is Barbie mad at? Who is she looking to get revenge on?
I mean, technically, it's the 2 pilots that were in the soapbox car that are pushing now, so it's probably their revenge technically on me. So,
how did it fare for you in 2019 out there in the Colony and soapbox?
I mean, I think we did well when it comes to crash videos. I did great because I wasn't in the car, so it was fun.
Well, you guys definitely have the outfit thing on point here. You got the epaulets there for the captain's uniform. You guys obviously went on Amazon, and you got the ground crew highlighters there. Talk about how much time you guys had put into devising this theme, and how you guys have a pretty sharp looking craft right here. You got, what is that, Visqueen over the wings?
Not sure. No. So yeah, we spent a lot of time, I think, on putting it together. Very little time on planning. It just is a lot of blood, sweat, and beers went into this one. So
I like that. That could be a new official tagline for this thing. So we just got the thumbs up. You guys ready to dance?
I think so.
All right, let's do it. Let's make some noise. We're going to cue up their music. Ladies and gentlemen, team number 6, Barbie's Revenge.
Paging Captain Ken. Paging Captain Ken. Captain Ken reporting for you. Flight attendant, please lock the cabin door. Locking cabin door. Flight attendant, please don't do your safety breathing.
All right, it's Barbie's Revenge out of Dallas, Texas.
There is so much accoutrement that was just thrown onto the flight deck as they have a litany of props up here, and it's a little bit of a daunting task to try to climb into the cockpit there of Air Barbie as they're trying to get the tailfoil set.
Yeah.
I mean, the wings on this thing are pretty impressive. I mean, it looks like the actual wing of a real commercial jet right there. It's pretty impressive if you didn't get a chance to walk through the hangar. They got the whole PVC handle back there, but they're ready to go full send right here. The question is, Tina, do you think Barbie's Revenge is going to fly?
Well, I'm looking at the confidence on that pilot. They're not pushing very hard. Now they speed it up as they head to the end of the flight deck.
Oh, no!
Barbie does not get revenge.
Wowzers! It didn't even make it off the end of the flight deck. I thought for sure with the slow roll and the craftsmanship, I thought it was going to go. I don't know that I've ever seen that happen. You've done a lot more of these Flugtags than I have. Have you ever seen that happen before?
I think I've seen it once, but a long time ago, where they actually didn't get it off the flight deck. But yeah, Barbie's Revenge. There was a little bit of a wind that came up, but I don't know, Jimmy.
I don't know that wind was the problem right there. As we take a look at the replay right here, they had the food and beverage cart. It just kind of wheelied up. They went front and high.
Yeah, just a little bit too much weight on that back end. And let's head over to the judges because I see ones, a two, but they're all ones. Nothing major, gentlemen. Let's go to you and those ones.
They had a good start. They didn't execute properly. That was their issue at the end.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Poor execution.
Good skid. Couldn't save him, though. You got to make it to the water.
You got to make it to the water, right? You got to make it to the water. But I see a two over here, Sam. That's 1 point higher than a one.
Well, the presentation was good. The craft looked excellent. They had everything there. It's just clearly the takeoff was the issue there. So I gave them a 2 for design.
All right, so a one, a lot of ones, and maybe a couple twos. But Jaden, what is going on down there at the takeout zone?
I think we're a little lit down here because we had, 28 feet? That's our record for today. How are we feeling? So what was our game plan going into this? Because I think y'all did really good.
Yeah, I mean, I told them that I was not ready, but they pushed and then these guys doesn't even know what happened up there.
It was a good recovery, I think.
Yeah, I mean, thank you.
Good job, guys. I'm so proud of y'all. 28 feet, new record. Let's get it.
All right, well, our next craft, it's team number 7. It is the Bay Hive, and this thing is fancy.
I got to get out of the way right now. They're trying to push this thing up. I was going to ask you, what do you do when the craft doesn't get off the end of the flight deck and the ops guys just pushed it into the water? So that's problem solved.
Yeah, that's how they have to retrieve it. They have the boats at the bottom. That's how they actually retrieve the crafts that go into the water. But this next one, it's the craft named the Cowboy Cart. Sam and Shauna are sisters, and Mary is their cousin. But this thing looks so fancy. A lot of detail on this one.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here. I got to get back over here on the steps going up to the judges zone because I'm not trying to get a whole bunch of red duct tape in the grill right there. But I also, they got the horns on the hood right there. They're pandering to the crowd here. Sam and Sean live in Chicago. The rest of the team is local here. But I'm also digging the outfits that we got going.
All right, well, we're going to try to get some words over here with Mary. She's on the other side of this big, giant plane. All right, Mary, you can stay over there. I'm coming to you because you guys look fancy. You got the outfits. You got the costumes. This thing looks really good. Yeah. How much time did you put into this?
About 5 weeks.
5 weeks putting into this, and how far do you think it's going to fly? We haven't really seen anyone past 30 feet so far.
Well, 30 or bust then.
You said it there, Jimmy. 30 or best. You guys are cleared for takeoff. Have fun.
Thank you so much.
It's team number 7, the Bay Hive, and their craft name is called the Cowboy Cart, putting about 5 weeks of effort and work into this machine.
I mean, what can go wrong here? You got the Longhorns on the front. You got red tassels. You're up here dancing around in chaps in front of a whole bunch of people here in the Metroplex, and the gold lame shorts as well. It's a whole look, and the glitter slippers, too. So another one going for the... Are you just going to Frogger this thing? I think that's how she's going into the water on this. What do you think of that, Las Colinas? This is a bold move, Cotton.
I want to see a front flip off of this. I want to see her jump off that and do a flip.
I just want to see this one get off the end of the deck. Oh, I don't know. Look at her. She just shattered away up there like, oh, my goodness, we got people down. Oh! She just surfed that thing all the way down. I think that's worthy of a round of applause out there. What do you guys think of the Bay Hive?
And that Cowboy Cart falls apart right there in the middle. The rest of the team goes in.
I got to get out of the way. There's a big chicken coming up here.
All right, well, let's look at these replays as she is ready to go into the water. Team members falling behind her, but it doesn't stop her. And then the cart falls apart when it hits the water. But they said 30 feet plus, and it's 24 feet on that one.
All right. Couple of 7s, a 6, a 4. Out of Steve and John, and Sketch is checking in with a 6 down there. Sketch, let's talk to you this time around. Well, what's up with the 6?
Well, my reasoning behind the 6 was I really like the number, and I really like the way they dance. I just don't like the way they fly, so I'm going to stick with the 6.
You are.
Actually, you know what? If there's enough crowd noise, I'll give it a 9.
Oh! Sketch knows how to work a crowd. Madison, can you be swayed this easily as well?
Hey, I love the 6, honestly. The performance was spot on. I think the choreography was the best we've seen so far, in my opinion. But, again, the float's got to fly, so I'm waiting on it.
I like it. So, Sketch turning that frown upside down and making a 6 and 9. Let's check in with Jaden, who's down there with Barbie's Revenge after a rough go.
I must say, our vibe isn't that good down here. How are we feeling?
Very, very sad.
Yeah, I mean, so no revenge with 5 feet. I mean, I think the vibes and the outfits is what carried y'all today, though.
We're known for crashing, and we did another good job of crashing. That's what we do.
But we looked good while crashing, so that's all that matters today, guys.
For sure.
Thank y'all. Good luck next time.
Yeah.
Still alive. That's all that matters.
Love it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, my goodness, Tina, this next one's going to get really interesting. You know that your day is taking a turn when there's a giant chicken and a bunch of people in banana costumes standing up here. This is team number 8, the Gravity Gurus, and your craft name is Chicken Fingers and Bananas. Now, I have a whole hell of a lot of questions, but I'm just going to... Which one of you's flying this thing, first of all?
Actually, we're all pilots.
You're all pilots. You're all going to ride this thing down to the bitter end.
We're all real-life pilots, but I am the captain today.
So you're gonna be the one to take the craft. So what you're saying is the rest of the people on your crew were too chicken to fly this thing today?
Oh, no, pilots are really awesome guys, so they're going to come in after me.
I know, I'm a dummy. I just got to make chicken jokes out here. Also, your outfits here, there's a lot of appeal going on here.
Well, I'll tell you, I think our chicken might be cooked, though.
Oh, Tina, she's throwing chicken puns back over here. So talk to the idea behind this. I mean, obviously, it's got wings. That's pretty cool right there. But that's a whole, what is all, you got twine on there that looks like some tape. Where did you get all this yellow plastic material?
Amazon, of course.
Amazon, you know, that's the answer that's been kind of the theme for the day out there in the hangar area. How long did it take you guys to put this whole thing together?
About 6.5 hours.
That's it? Like, you guys are good. So where, as I'm looking at this thing, where do you sit on this whole apparatus? You don't know? You're just making this up as you go along? Well, Tina made this comment earlier. It sounds like there's some foul play going on out here today.
Well, we've got a lot of, I've got nothing for that one.
I know. We're just waiting for the all clear down here. So when they just leave me up here with a hot mic and I can sit here and make a bunch of chicken and banana jokes all day long, we're just going to be slipping and sliding. See, now Tina wants to get into this. She's like, all right, you're not having all the fun. Get out of the way.
Now I got to chime in here. No
Hold
foul
my Red
play.
Bull,
I
Jimmy.
really do think there is some foul play. But serious pilots, real pilots. And then you decided to come up with a chicken.
All right, let me explain this for a little bit. Airline pilots, they have to go through simulators. They're real fancy. They break all the time because they're really expensive. But there was an airline that started hanging a rubber chicken from the bottom of one of their simulators, and that simulator never broke. So they viewed it as a good luck charm. So now it's actually like part of the airline and aviation community to bring a rubber chicken with you in any flight because, well, if the sims don't break, then the planes must not.
Could you imagine if everybody brought a rubber chicken on flights?
Are you going to do that for your flight home tomorrow?
I might. But let's point it out, because you guys have a rubber chicken hanging somewhere from here, right? Oh, they got rubber chickens on them, so all good luck.
We gave all the rubber chickens away, so if you're in the crowd with a rubber chicken, squeak it!
Let's see those chickens! It's the Gravity Gurus, Chicken Fingers and Bananas. Really creative lyrics on that song, Jimmy.
I'm petrified. She's
I know. A real pilot. But she's got the rubber chicken in her vest.
This is like a scene out of Avatar. She's just going to ride this chicken down. Like, it's got sunglasses. I have no idea if this is going to work out or not. You guys should make some noise. Leaning back. Hold on. Oh!
That was actually really entertaining.
I thought it was going to be a paltry excuse for a flight, but that actually worked out pretty good. What? I had to watch that on the replay. I'm absolutely speechless as I'm trying to get out of the way for the next crew right here. Looking like they're from the Houston area, so look at the splash cam right here, Tina. You're just holding on to yellow Visqueen, and that got dangerous. Because she straight legs that thing. She's leaning back, which is good, then leans forward, and then straight legs that as that whole thing just flattens out for impact.
But look at that chicken. That chicken almost stays completely intact outside of the goggles falling off, and we're hearing 27 feet for that chicken.
27 feet for that crew. Wow. Sam with a 9. We got a couple of 8s all across the board. Sketch is still figuring it out right here. He's got a 9. Some big numbers right there for the Gravity Gurus. Steve, John, let's check in with you guys. We haven't talked to you in a bit.
Yeah. We had our doubts, but that thing flew. And they didn't know what was going to happen, and they went into it blind, and that was impressive.
Yeah, the way that her stance in that, leaning back, looked pretty good. Then all of a sudden she's lurching forward and just stood straight up and straight like that. Romeo's not down. That made you nervous, right?
What was that?
That made you nervous watching her straight leg that thing going into the landing?
She took a hard hit going down, too. I don't know if you guys saw, but the lean back, that was definitely strategic. That was genius.
Yeah, that was some lower lumbar pain in the making right there. But there you go. The Gravity Gurus getting some high numbers. Jaden, take it away.
Y'all, we are here with the Beehive. We had a few bumps and bruises. How are we feeling?
Amazing. That was so cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So is this just like the thrill of the moment, or are y'all going to do this again?
Do it again.
We'll do it again. Any changes, any tricks we're going to add next time we come?
A better design to the aircraft.
Y'all looked good while falling, though. I will give y'all all the credit. I loved the costumes.
Thank you.
Good job, y'all.
Thanks.
All right, that's good words to hear from a previous team that already went into the water, that they loved it, and they are feeling great because we have our next team, Sugarland Sugurnauts.
Sugurnauts.
Check out that photo of you guys. Oh, that is the pre going into the water. This is the pre going into the water. How are y'all feeling right now?
Oh, I'm hopped up on about 5 Red Bulls. Let's go!
5 Red Bulls?
He drinks a lot of Red Bull.
All right, so how many Red Bulls did you drink when you were making this?
What?
How many Red Bulls did you drink when you were making this?
Oh, man.
We lost count.
We lost count. We just kept the ice chest at Sugarland Airport full of Red Bulls for the whole team.
At the airport, is this where you put this together?
That's exactly where we put this together, at the Sugarland Airport. We all are co-workers for City of Sugarland.
Co-workers, putting it together at the airport. I think this thing's going to fly.
It's going to fly far. We've been working hard at this for 2 months.
All right, 2 months. You guys are cleared. Let's see it.
Tina, do you hear the reaction from the fans out there?
Well,
they're loving the Sugarland Sugurnauts.
Yeah, well, they are built on brotherhood. They would never attempt this without each other.
We got another top load for flight right here, and rumor has it they're all going in. Here we go. The ops crew telling them give it a gentle push, and they'll tell you when to start running. You guys want to see the Sugurnauts fly? You got to make some noise out there, Los Colinos! best one yet. I think that I'm going to walk the plank, Tina, and say that's going to be better than 27 feet.
Yeah, it all stayed together. It looked pretty good, but I heard the team was going in. There they go.
Splash game.
But Jimmy, look at the look on his face as he goes into the water.
That is the look of absolute terror going, what have I gotten myself into? And then just, he face plants and then just dog paddles out of that. That's excellent on the dismount, I think. 28 feet, Tina, we got a new record out here today, 28 feet.
Yeah, and we have some high scores also.
We're tied.
I liked it.
Madison's up here nodding her head. We got a couple of 8s and a couple of 9s right there. Madison, you're up there. You're like with the nod of approval. Talk us through the 8.
Hey, I liked the skit. I thought it was creative. And also, I mean, the takeoff wasn't bad at all. He flew and he took a face plant, so kudos to him.
Yeah, he definitely took a chinner. But this whole section down here, we're cheering. They got to roll out of this part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enthusiasm.
Oh my goodness, Sam, you had an 8, right? Or would you throw up a 9?
I did. I had an 8. It was a good skit. Love the craft. Talked to those guys earlier today. They seem like nice guys, and the crowd loves them. So 8 it is.
Yeah, that could be a contender for People's Choice. I don't know. Remember, we got multiple awards out here today. Let's send it down to Jayden before we get to our next craft.
Y'all, 27 feet. How are we feeling? I feel like a group full of pilots. I think we were in good hands. What are we thinking?
That's exactly how we expected.
The chicken looked amazing flying, and it looked like it was in one piece. The goggles were a little to the right, but I think it looked amazing. I mean, it floated, man. Yeah. It floated. Are we happy with our results?
We are so happy.
Let's go! Good job, y'all. Thanks, guys.
Man, she took one on that landing right there, and she went into that thing and just fully straight-legged it. So good to see that she's up and walking around after that one. So we move on to team number 10, hailing from the Dallas area with the craft name The Bird. Can I get you guys to make some noise for Firehawk out here today? So this looks kind of like a pool noodle rendition of the Eagle's Nest over at White Rock Lake. And then you guys have, what's with the inflatable surfboards?
You'll see in a second, but we're the Firehawk Surfing Birds.
Oh, the Surfing Birds. So I understand here that 4 of the 5 of you are actual certified rocket scientists?
That is correct. Your information's good.
You're not a man of many words, are you?
No.
So basically you're saying is Flugtag's not rocket science. You get out here and you're just trying to fly, right?
That's the hope. Yeah, we're going to give it our best shot.
Okay, well, this guy's clearly ready to roll. You guys have the all clear. Let's cue up their music. Let's make some noise for Dallas's own Firehawk. Also want to mention that all 5 of them drink Red Bull at the office daily. So if any of the local reps out there want to float these guys a Red Bull fridge and get them some product, I'm sure they'd be really, really grateful for that.
Yeah, and then a quick reminder, we have our halftime show coming up in just about 20 minutes, so that for those who are sensitive to noise, go and get yourself some earplugs. But right now, this is Firehawk, team number 10.
I think this one could possibly go the distance. There we go. The whole nest, if you will, kind of went with him on that one. I think that thing was supposed to detach a little bit better than what it did. Either way, though, as a whole, that thing flew pretty far as the rest of them decide whether or not. And they're all going in. How about it, Las Colinas? Make some noise for team number 10, Firehawk.
Yeah, and Jimmy, so far we have seen a lot of 25 feet. We've seen maybe a little higher than 25 feet. I'm ready to see someone go the distance out here.
I think with I said 28. I thought that was the best one, but we had 2 of those that have gone 28 feet thus far. Oh, we got a 10, Tina.
Oh yeah, let's head over to Sam, who's giving him that 10. It was good, and you're giving them a 10. Just tell us about that 10.
I thought it was really good all around. The performance was awesome. I like what they did with the surfboards. This has kind of been my favorite craft all day, so I was glad to see them actually fly on this one. So it was good.
Well, they are a bird, so you would think they would fly.
They are a bird.
Nothing major. Nothing major is going with the 8s. Let's talk about those 8s.
I mean, it's hard to get a 9.
Yeah.
And especially hard to get a 10. We want to see one, but that was good. So 8's, I think 8's proper.
Yeah, I kind of agree on that one. Well, Jaden, you're down there with the Sugarbonks team. They put a lot of work into it. How are they feeling?
Feeling 28 feet!
Yeah, we're feeling great.
That hard work paid off?
Oh man, yes.
We're doing it again?
Yeah. Doing it again, for sure.
So when we jumped, did we get a little scared seeing that 30-foot fall?
Never.
We had faith in our flight today, huh?
And the team.
I love it. Good energy and congrats, y'all.
Yeah.
Good job, guys. Thank you.
All right, we are getting set for team number 11. All right. Let's hear it, you guys. Team number 11, we've had 10 down. We're moving on in La Vecindad. Yes, okay. What is the inspiration behind this?
We grew up watching the show El Chavo, so we wanted to bring a little bit of something that we loved to everyone. So I bet a lot of people can relate. We've seen a lot of people saying that they grew up watching it, so I hope they enjoy it.
All right, let's take a look at this. Can you tell me what this is?
Yeah, it's his hat. So it's kind of like we did it kind of like a Fortnite parachute type of deal. So my character wears a lumberjack hat, so we built it based on that.
Okay, so where are you sitting? Where's the pilot sitting? Oh, there we go. Okay, so let's come over here. That's actually looking really good. All right. Have you been able to test this at all?
We did a little bit, yeah, on the street. So.
Okay, and we've seen 25 feet, we've seen 27 feet, 28 feet. Are you going to give a number?
25. I'll go for 25.
25 feet, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for team number 11.
All right, I'm interested to see what happens here. I see the barrel. Here comes the shell, which I'm not sure which is, I guess he's going to get in the front of that thing with the half barrel. I don't know. The question is, what do you guys think, DFW? Is this group going to fly out here today or what? The record to beat, 28 feet thus far. We got two teams at 28 feet. They're claiming 25. It's a little slow on the roll getting out there, Tina.
Yeah, and it's a parachute, supposed to be a hat as they go in, inspired by the TV show.
Oh, no. Almost jumped over. They must have been hanging out with the margarita dudes from earlier and had a couple. Oh, no! Oh! So, how does that work? Do you get a redo? I don't know. I don't make the rules.
And he still goes in, and then the team members, they'll all hopefully follow afterwards.
Oh my goodness, that got all kinds of wonky right there. Give it up one more time for team number 11. I mean, if we put all of your numbers together, they got a score of 11,112. That's the glass is half full right there.
Yeah, and we're hearing 15 feet on this one. What happened on this, Jimmy? Look at that back wheel.
15 feet straight down, maybe. I don't know how far that.
Yeah, just got a little bit of heavy on the backside.
I don't know if it counts if you barrel roll off. Yeah, the whole barrel just. They did like some Mario Kart spin out right there. It might have been one of the leftover banana peels from the chicken crew right there, but it's ones all across the board up here except for Sketch. Sketch gave him a 2. Why the bonus point, my friend?
I gave him a 2 because I'm a really nice guy, and they gave me a lot of money. So I took a bribe, technically, but I might give it back.
Madison? We're going to check in with you on the 1.
I feel like the one's just a participation point. I appreciate the effort, but again, we got to make it off the runway. I mean, I admire him jumping at the end, but he didn't go anywhere, so one for me.
I know I don't need to ask him, but I'm doing it anyway because he's nodding in agreement right there. Romeo with the one as well. Your explanation?
Yeah, I was so excited for them. That was my team, my team at Chavo del Ocho, but you know they didn't make it off the ramp unfortunately. But I still get in the point for effort. Those are my boys, though. Good job, guys.
All right, so there you go. We've got craft number 12 coming up. But first, let's check in one more time with Jaden.
How are we feeling with 25 feet? Woo!
Yeah, we're really proud of that. Yeah, we were expecting a little bit further, trying to go for the longest flight of the day, but we'll take it.
Yeah, and y'all are all rocket scientists, so I feel like y'all showed, like, y'all knew what y'all were doing.
Thank you. Yeah, we definitely spent some long nights on it, and yeah, we're glad we came out to show.
The Red Bull kept y'all going, huh? Gave y'all the wings today?
Yeah, and everyone out there with Lays, give us an extra shout.
I love it. Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
All right, I'm up here with team number 12, the Wind Riders, and your guys' craft named the Thunderbolt. I understand here in the card that you guys didn't previously know each other before this Flugtag experience. How in the world does that happen? Is there some sort of weird random Discord chat where you can like sign up and form a team?
Well, I brought everyone together. I knew everyone individually, but we had never really been together until Red Bull Flugtag. It brought us all together.
All right, so one more question. I understand you guys are going for the record out here today, and you've closely studied the work of the Chicken Whisperers who went 258 feet back in 2013 in Long Beach.
We did everything we could. We are a little heavier than we anticipated with some of the materials that we selected. But, you know, we have a tailwind instead of a headwind. I don't know if we'll hit that record, but I'm aiming for 150 feet today.
All right, there you go. You guys got a thumbs up. We're going to cue up your music. Make some noise, everybody. Let's hear it for the Wind Riders. I don't know about you, Tina, but for my money, if you're going to recreate the infamous Kevin Bacon Barnyard Prom dance, that's pretty good. And this whole front row down here was clapping along as that was going on. The question is, can the Thunderbolt fly?
Well, they said they wanted to beat that world record of 258 feet, a little bit heavier than they planned, but they've started out great with that skit.
Hats off for the creativity at the front end of that thing with the bull ring. Giving it a good run. Can they keep it on the straight and narrow right here to the end of the flight deck? There we go.
And I'm going to say, so far, that's been the farthest that we have seen. The Wind Riders, team number 12, out of Irving, Texas.
They were claiming they were going for the record, but no bull on that one. 26 feet, so just too shy of the best distance we have seen out here today. But that was still pretty impressive. Take a look at the replay.
Yeah, one of my favorite parts of this is watch that pilot's legs. He's running in the air.
Yeah, you're doing the Fred Flintstone at that point, and also it's hotter than can be out here, and you're jumping into that water in jeans as well. So there's a lot of things going on there as we turn it over to the judge. Oh, Sam's throwing up a 10.
Yeah, we have a couple 10s, a couple 9s. I'm going to go to Sketch over there. Sketch, you gave him a 10 there at the end. Yeah,
there you go.
Let's talk about that 10, Sketch. What did you like about that?
I gave it a 10 out of 10. I like the way they fly, and I love Red Bull. And I love Red Bull so much that I gave it a 10.
There you go. You just got to love Red Bull, Jimmy. You just got to love Red Bull. All right, let's go to Madison, who also gave the 10.
I mean, that's the farthest we've seen it fly, so I have to give it a 10. And I have hopes for the next few crafts. Don't get discouraged, guys, but it was a strong performance all around.
Yeah, there's still room for the rest of the crafts. Definitely some rooms. But Jaden, take it away.
Y'all, the vibes are low over here. How are we feeling?
Pretty good, even though it wasn't what we expected, but we felt pretty good.
Did you get a little, I mean, I would have been scared. Did you get a little scared with your back hanging off of the 30 feet?
I didn't think much of it, so I was like, I'm going to fall already, so might as well be one way or another.
Yeah, I mean, it was a graceful fall. We had a lot of fun, right? It was good fun.
Yeah, it was good fun, yeah.
That's all that matters. We had fun over here regardless of the number.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, well, we are at team number 13, the Flightless Eagles out of Daytona Beach, Florida, as they get set. Their craft name is called the Mushroom Airline. All right, who's talking in this group? Okay, we're going to head on over here. Let's talk about this cart because it looks, it's there's a lot of attention to detail. You've got the cardboard wheels, but I like it. Tell us about it.
We put a lot of effort into our cart. Glider, equally much effort. Yeah, we love Mario Kart, so we're really excited with this build. We handed it all out. It came exactly how we dreamed.
So you guys previously participated in another Red Bull Flugtag, is that correct?
Right. Yeah, that's right. We participated last year in Tampa, and we're so psyched to do it again, and we want to make this like a yearly thing with our little group.
I like it. That's a way to get together. Do you guys all live in the same area, so you get together and just talk about these events?
Yeah, we all go to school in Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University in Daytona Beach, Florida.
Okay, so you participated in this event back in Tampa. How far did you fly at that one?
It was 32 feet.
Ooh, 32 feet. We haven't seen someone go that far yet today.
Of course, we're going to break that record. We're aiming for 60, 70 feet, 67.
67. I see you looking at the judges when you're saying that to them. 67 feet. Oh, you're looking at yourself. All right, you guys, kind of take us through just the details of this and what you put, your attention on, what you focused on.
We really aimed for accuracy with our Mario Kart. I mean, you can see it looks exactly like the type that you get in the game. And then with the glider, we more based that off of our organization. If you can see on top, it has Flightless Eagles on the top of the craft. And I mean, it's going to be easier to see when it's in the water. Yeah, and we also have all the people that helped us signed on that foam panel over there.
Oh, that's really cool. I like that. I like it. All right, you guys, I'm hearing the water is clear, so take it away with your skit. They are the Flightless Eagles. They participated in another Red Bull Flugtag event back in Tampa. They went a little over 30 feet. Their goal is over 60 feet.
We'll see if that prior experience pays off because it's not like you can just go anywhere to test out these craft. But this one's going to be interesting, right? Oh, no! Can we get some zip ties to the flight deck? All right, we'll just get that out of the way.
We don't need that panel.
Look at it. So, before we lost the front end of that thing, you got a wonky wheel. Look at, he's hanging on to this thing, going full glider style. Will it fly? Down to just the 25-foot buoy.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of those 25 feet. Jimmy, those wheels were made of cardboard, literally cardboard. They were not wheels.
It's not designed to hold up.
No.
Cardboard, water, bad idea.
Okay, 17 whole feet on that one. Check out the replay.
So that was post. Oh yeah, you could see that back left wheel was already coming apart, and then the whole thing, that the left side of the craft just started dragging. I'm surprised that thing actually got off the flight line at all. So I'm actually pretty impressed by that they still managed to go 17 feet before it all came crashing down right here. Let's take a look at our judges here. We got a 5, we got a 4, a 6, a 5, and another 6 right here. Let's Romeo, you were the low mark here with the 4.
I was hoping for a little bit more airtime. That's my only complaint. I was hoping more airtime.
You and Sam are usually about 1 point off. Is there some collusion going on here? Are you guys like debating this? Like, you guys are usually never more than a point apart here.
Yeah, we're kind of trying to put up the same scores if you haven't figured it out yet.
I like it. Strategy in the making out here today, Tina. Let's take it down to Jaden one more time with our last craft.
Hey, y'all, I am here with the Wind Riders, and I think y'all rode the wind pretty well. How are we feeling?
Felt really good. Way too much energy and adrenaline coming off that flight deck, but it was a lot of fun getting a few seconds in the air.
How many Red Bulls did we drink?
I'm probably at number 4 or 5 now.
Yeah? About to go have 6?
Just about.
Good job, guys. I think 26 feet, that's pretty good. How are we feeling about the 26 feet? Woo!
Great. Yeah, it was taller than we thought, but it was fun.
Yay, I'm so glad we had fun. Good job, guys.
All right, up here back on the flight deck with team number 14. We're just about at the halfway point here. I'm up here with the Doodles and their craft name. This is Hap's first flight, and it says here that you guys are from Dullsville. I'm not exactly, I get the humor. Where exactly would you say Dullsville is?
Well, Dullsville can be in all of our hearts, but we're an entertainment studio, so Dullsville is the world that we build.
All right, someone's been to media training with that answer right there. Now, as I look at your craft right here, I'm going to just throw this out there. You guys are aware that this is a flying event, correct? And there's no wings.
I hear that Red Bull gives you wings.
Oh, look at you again. Back to the media. Oh, marketing team, get this young lady a job out here. You just made a lot of people on the PR team just grin from ear to ear. So you've got, I love the craft and with the fur and everything out here, but the line of sight, you've got no visibility, and basically this poor fellow, which I'm assuming is Hap with the arms out, that's going to be your whole sense of lift here today?
He's going in with a lot of heart.
Well, somebody else is going in, probably getting the backside of that coroplast head right there. Who's actually going to fly the? Oh, you're the victim. Okay. Listen, I'm calling as I see it out here. So what's your thoughts going into this?
We're sending dude to the moon. That's where we're going. I mean, Hap's he's gonna hit his trajectory. He's gonna catch some wind. He's gonna hit one of these. He's gonna fly. Yeah, let's go!
Can I give you a word of advice? I've seen craft like this before. You're gonna want to lean back a little bit. You know why? Because if you bounce off the front of that thing, you're gonna get what we call summer teeth, where some are there and some are missing.
Okay, that's actually hilarious, first off. But second off, that's a really good tip, so I'm going to take that. Thank you, man.
Listen, I'm looking out for you. I'm just saying. I've seen this happen. There was an incident in Portland, Oregon a couple years ago where somebody doing a media day thing tried to ride a big rubber duck off of one of these things. And I said lean back, and he did not take my advice. Yeah, he ended up walking out of there with a bit of a bloody nose.
I mean, dude, I got to lean back then. That's what I'm hearing, bro. I got to jump back to the right. We'll figure it out.
He's looking at me like, hey, thanks for the advice. And he also just gave me this ultimate terrified look like, dude, are you trying to get in my head right now? I promise I'm not. I'm going to get out of the way. They've got the thumbs up. Let's hear it for the Doodles, everybody. The moment of truth.
Yeah, it's Hap's first flight. Let's see if he'll have a second flight.
I don't know. Oh, he took my advice.
He's like, I'm out of here.
He did not want to get the doodle on the noodle, so he leaned back and hit the back end of that thing.
No, he jumped completely to the side. He's like, I am out of here. You are on your own, doodle.
Far be it for me to give anyone advice up here because I just get to stand up here and talk with you. However, I have seen this happen a time or two before right there as they're trying to fish him out. I thought that was going to go a heck of a lot worse as we take a look at the replays.
But look at this. He's like, oh, no, I want to keep this smile. Oh, it looks like his foot slipped there at the very end.
He went a little too far back on that one. You don't want to go too... Yeah, he almost ended up doing the one-cheek sneak on the end of the flight deck.
He over-listened to you.
Oh, my! I thought that thing was going to absolutely come apart right there, but the carnage there as the dive team tries to fish that thing out of the lake. What do we got for numbers over here? I got a 6.
5, 6, 7.
I got a 5. Madison's throwing up a 7. We got a 6. Oh, Sketch is down here with a 9, ladies and gentlemen.
That's what. You know what? Fucking a 10. 10?
Oh, you're going for the 10? Oh! What do you think about that, DFW? Sketch is throwing out 10s here tonight.
Make some noise! Make some noise! Where's this? Make some noise!
We got to get you to come to all these things. My goodness, throwing out a 10 right there. Madison, what's up with the 7?
I give it a 7. It didn't fly that far, but I loved the float. I was actually able to touch it earlier, and the cloud part was like something that I need on top of my couch. So I love the float, and they hand painted it too, so pretty impressive.
Yeah, it was really well done. Hey, throw up those scores again. I want to see kind of what the range was here. So we got a 6, a 5, and the 6 and the 10. All right, Romeo, you had the lowest score, so what didn't you like about that?
I wanted to see some wings.
Yeah.
And it was just more of like a jump off rather than a flight.
We want to see some flying.
He's not wrong. I mean, that is the embodiment of the event. I mean, he's a tough nut to crack, but at least he's honest. I like your answer, sir.
All right, Jaden, what team do you have?
I am here with the Flightless Eagles, and what was going through our mind when part of our craft fell off?
What was going through my mind? I just wanted us to get over it and get out. I really wanted us to fly.
I feel like y'all reacted quick on your toes, and y'all were ready to go. I think we have some pros on our hand. How are we feeling?
We do have some experience now, so we did do that one time. We knew what to do.
Yeah? Okay, I think, 25 feet? Are we happy with that?
Oh, yeah. I thought we got 17, so that's more than I expected.
I love it. Good job, guys.
All right.
I'm just happy that it flew off the ledge, and then, as soon as we got out, we were good to go, and, that's it. We just had fun with it.
That's all that matters is if we have fun.
Well, we're at the halfway point, and what better way to celebrate than with a halftime show? The Dallas Cowboys Rhythm and Blue are the NFL's first and only high-energy co-ed dance team and drum corps. The Rhythm and Blue entertain audiences from around the world as they enter the plaza of AT&T Stadium. Dallas, let's hear it for the Rhythm and Blue! What do you say, everybody? One more time. Put your hands together for the Dallas Cowboys Rhythm and Blue. Just part of the halftime show out here today. The entertainment doesn't stop yet, and this is the earplug moment we were teasing earlier. So if you're noise sensitive and you picked up those earplugs, or you happen to have your own set, you might want to put those in right now. We are proud to introduce our next guest as he performs for the very first time in the U.S. as a Red Bull athlete. Issa Kalfan, he's an accomplished jet suit pilot who has become one of the leading figures in the world of human flight. He made history as the world's first jet suit race champion, cementing his place in the sport's evolution and inspiring audiences all across the globe. You can see him on the video wall. You see him out there in the water. What do you say, DFW? Make some noise for Issa Kalfan! So we're getting word this one just about a minute and a half or so away. Obviously, with something of this magnitude, they have to make sure that everything is running absolutely perfect. But again, this is such a huge treat to have this here. We have a lot of different acts that perform at Red Bull events all across the United States. So it is a big, big deal to actually have him with us here in the States for the first time ever as a Red Bull athlete team.
Oh, yeah. If you've ever seen videos of him fly, you will be just overly impressed. I've never really seen anything like this, Jimmy. And then, you know, for when I heard that he was coming here, again, we don't normally get acts like this in the halftime show. So this is actually a very, very big deal. So just a few more moments and they'll reset, and hopefully we'll see him fly.
So don't forget, we've got hydration stations out there. You can get your water bottles refilled, so make sure you stay hydrated out here. We're just at the halfway point, so we still have plenty more craft to launch out here today before we wrap up Flugtag. Also, our friends over at Top Golf, you got CVS and the food trucks out there on Las Colinas Avenue. So if you want to check out some of our partner booths and you want to get yourself some food, you want to, get a nice base and keep yourself hydrated while you're out here at Red Bull Flugtag.
Exactly. And speaking of hydration, we do have the water stations. They're free water filling stations on the east and the west side, and then over near the water. So go get yourself some water, keep that sunscreen on. And then if you haven't picked up earplugs and you are sensitive to noise, make sure to go get those earplugs over at the medical tent as we get underway with this very special act as they get things set.
So also shout out to our other partners. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast. Scooters Coffee, they've been brewing up delicious coffee, espresso, and energy drinks for over 25 years. Stop by their booth and sample the delicious Red Bull infusion, or scoot on around to one of their 35 Dallas area locations to choose from their full menu of amazing drink options.
Yeah, they have a lot of activations out there for everyone to check out, stay cool. But I'm going to hand it over to you, Jimmy, right now. What has been your favorite craft so far?
I got to go with the chicken and bananas.
Yeah.
I got to go with that. I mean, you got a giant flying chicken, and you're dressed up in banana suits. They took all of my dumb jokes in stride, and she actually fired right back. I wasn't ready for that, so I got to go with chicken and bananas right now.
Yeah, chicken and bananas were good. They flew with the rubber chickens. They did all right, but I am going to go with the Deputy Dads, the first team to drop in.
You're going with the honorable mention to the groomsmen as well. Again, we threw this out there earlier. Come on, you're going to go out here. They have to go to a rehearsal dinner tonight.
They might be on their way to the rehearsal dinner.
You've got half of your wedding party that are out here trying to push this thing off a 30-foot dock, trying to fly. They got to go to the rehearsal dinner, and then you got to go get married tomorrow. So that was pretty good. But
all right, so we are also just getting word. We're about 90 seconds out For Issa Kalfan, he's an accomplished, again, jet suit pilot who has become one of the leading figures in the world of human flight. We see that boat moving back. That is a good sign as Issa Kalfan gets set for this special treat.
Yeah, this is a big deal. I've seen video. This is the first time I've been able to witness this in person. So we were out here yesterday. You and I got a bird's eye view of the whole setup and whatnot, but we did not actually see Issa take flight yesterday. So this is a huge, huge deal to have him out here in Las Colinas. I mean, if you're going to come back after a 12-year hiatus, I mean, you got to step it up a notch, right? So why not?
Yeah, and just some talking points on Issa. You know, he has a background as a professional medal-winning gymnast, and he transitioned his athletic skill set into pioneering aviation. And hearing that, that is also a very good sign, Jimmy.
All right, if you've got those earplugs, pop them in now if you're noise sensitive. Here we go. Put your hands together one more time. Issa Kalfan.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together one more time for Issa Kalfan. The first time we have seen him take flight here in the United States.
First time performing in the U.S. as a Red Bull athlete. World renowned, and you guys got to see it right here before your very eyes at the second ever edition of Red Bull Flugtag here in DFW. We are at the halfway point here. You guys ready to see some more craft take to flight here today? I know it's hot, but I think we can do better than that. We're in the middle of an event that we haven't had here in 12 years, so we're going to try this one more time. Las Colinas, are you ready to see some more craft take flight out here today? There you go. Look at that aerial shot on the Red Bull video wall. We got a packed house out here. We got our judges back in the hot seat right here. I'm Jimmy Coleman, Tina Dixon up here on the flight deck. We got Jaden Owens out there in the corral area. Tina, who do we have coming up next?
Oh, yeah, well, we are going to move right along into the teams. Team number 16, they are the Blunder Dragons, all the way from San Diego, California. Their craft name is the Ender Dragon. They're best friends. They surf together at least once a week. So let's see if they can fly. All right. As they get set, we're going to try to make our way in and have a little powwow with them. All right. Testing and researching crafts and stuff. Tell us how much time you put into this.
Well, we started less than 2 weeks ago, and we started construction 10 days ago.
Oh, so not that long ago.
Yeah. No. And we built the entire thing in 5 days. It was 5 days of planning and then 5 days of building, and then we drove here.
Yeah, I was going to ask you because you can't just like put this on a plane and fly your plane here. So tell us about that drive and how that went.
Yeah, we built the craft until 4 a.m. in the morning, then left on a 24-hour drive straight in a U-Haul all the way to Texas, and now we're here.
Okay, so did you have to take it apart and then rebuild it when you got here?
Yes, exactly. Both wings slide on separately. The tail slides on, and it forms the craft.
Okay, so this thing looks pretty good. I'm going to come over here because we got, what is it? Chicken. Yeah, I got to come over to you.
Chicken jockey!
I just had to. I mean, right. All right, are you going into the water?
Yeah, we're all jumping at the end. He's the pilot. He's going to be the one taking the risk, and then we're going to follow after him.
All right, well, we are still waiting for the all clear, but I want to take us through this. And did you guys look and watch other Red Bull Flugtags to help inspire you?
Did we look at other videos? Yeah.
All right, so they watched the world record. So I'm going to come back over to the pilot here because you did watch that world record of 258 feet. You got the judges up here. A lot of people are watching you. So how far is this thing going to fly?
My realistic estimate is probably around 25, 30 feet because we have a tailwind and not a headwind, which is just pushing everyone down. But we did design it where it should pull up. As you can see, the angle of attack on the wings is pretty high. So if it's going to fail, it's going to stall. But we perfectly balanced it. So like where I sit, the center of gravity is right over the middle of the wing. So theoretically, we should just glide nice and smooth. And we're aiming for, 30, 40 feet.
You said you didn't spend that much time on this, but what you just described looks like it's going to fly. A good quick reminder, Jimmy, this is a competition. We do have our judges, so I'm going to go to you for just a quick reminder of what they're looking for.
Yeah, they got a little bit of a hiatus right there. They got to go take a break right there. You guys have been pretty even keel. I like the honest answers that we're getting out of you guys out here today. What are some of the things that you can expect to see out of the second half? I know the best two that we've seen so far distance-wise, 28 feet, but as far as choreography, what are some standouts, Sams, that you're looking for in the rest of the afternoon?
Well, I just hope that this second half is just as good as the first half. We had a lot of good choreography routines, and I'm expecting some good stuff out of these Minecraft boys right here.
Sketch, you were pretty pumped up earlier. You got persuaded earlier to turn a 6 into a 9, and you threw out a couple of 10s. You're definitely feeling the energy going into this second half.
I feel the energy right now. The energy is through the roof, and I think that there's going to be a lot more 10s to come. A lot more 10s. We've seen the crafts, me and the judges, and the ones coming up are going to be the best we've seen.
All right, so there you go. We're getting told that the water is clear. We're going to cue up some music. It's time to start the second half. Put your hands together for San Diego, California's the Blunder Dragons.
All the way from San Diego, they put this craft into a U-Haul and drove 24 plus hours out here to Dallas, Texas to see if this thing can fly.
We are about to find out. It's a very trippy presentation, and the only thing missing was a couple of blacklight posters hanging on the wall there. But here we go, some video game vibes. Will they take flight? Will they keep it in a straight line to kick off the second half? It's a good clip of speed. Tina, will they fly?
Oh, straight down. About 28 feet, I'm going to say, on that one. But they had some good lift. They went straight down into the water, though. At 24 feet.
I got to give that kid credit. He didn't let go. He just took a full shot to the face and neck into Lake Carolyn right there. Look at this. He's like smiling, smiling, smiling. Now he's not smiling. And oh, my goodness. He did the scissor kick. The impact on the undercarriage. Somebody get that poor gentleman a couple of ice-cold Red Bulls. He pops up quick, and they give the tap on the helmet to signify the divers that they're A-OK. That's how he did it. Oh, we got an 8 out of Sam, Romeo with a 7, Madison with an 8, Stephen John with an 8, and 8s almost all across the board here. Romeo again with the 7. I'm not picking on you.
It's a good 7. It could have been 8, but it could have been 8. It was either or. It was a great performance. I really like that.
It's a glass is half full 7, right?
Exactly. Glass is half full.
There we go. Steve, John, you guys have been kind of quiet the last few craft. Let's check in with you.
Oh, that was good. That was good. As Sketch said, we like the second group of crafts. There's one coming up piloted by some rugby players that should be really good. So that was a good start.
Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff coming up here. Tina, what do you think of that?
Well, I mean, it's always save the best for last, right? And looking at the next craft, it's a big giant taco. Always got to go with the taco, right?
Well, let's talk about it.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
All right, the Texas Aeronautics and Crash Organization. Taco out of Dallas, Texas. It's Taco Force 1. Taco Force 1. I like it. I like it. All right, this is a beautiful taco. You guys got the tomatoes. You got the lettuce. Just take us through this craft.
So the taco's actually flying. We're going to make tacos fly today. First time in history. Got the taco holder. That's going to separate, and hopefully we're landing at DFW.
Landing at DFW. How far away is that?
I don't know exactly, but we got the all clear earlier.
Oh, yeah. I like the outfits, though. You guys got the boots. You got the cowboy hats. What's the skit? Tell us a little bit about the skit.
So the skit, it's going to be a mix of Tex-Mex and also just some fun. You can't have Texas without tacos. That's kind of our motto. So, it's going to be a lot of fun, though.
Yeah, I like it. All right, have you guys had a chance to watch some of the crafts earlier?
Yeah, we have. It's a mixed bag of results, so we're not sure we can do much with it, but they've done a great job out here. Everybody has.
All right, we are still waiting for the all clear. I'm going to make my way over here because you are just waiting patiently to do your skit. How excited are you to be here at Red Bull Flugtag?
I'm so excited. Grateful for everyone. Grateful for my team. Grateful for Red Bull for sponsoring us, keeping us safe, putting the thing on.
All right, let's talk about the taco, Jimmy.
Oh, you're going to open the door for me to start making more stupid jokes? All right, let's play that game. I have a question for you. Since you're flying a giant taco, how much did you shell out for this craft?
We can't disclose that. A little more than we were expecting.
All right, he didn't bite on that one. So do you have a ripcord to get away from this thing in queso emergency?
Absolutely. We got a plan in queso emergency.
Oh, no.
You open that door. Don't look at me and shake your head. You gave me the platform to do that.
No, it's so good. All right, gentlemen.
Save the horse, ride the taco.
There you go. We just got told that you guys have the green light. Are you guys ready for Taco Force 1? I don't know about you guys, but that might have been some of the best choreography dance moves that I've seen out here all day. The question is, will the taco fly? You guys seem to like that one out there. They're getting their last couple of commands shouted out to them. Can they keep it on the straight and narrow? Our gentleman at the end of the flight line is saying, come on, bring me the taco. People, let's make some noise for the Texas Aeronautics and Crash Organization. Taco from right here in Dallas. Can tacos fly? 2 tacos out of 1 taco.
And the shell broke apart. You saw that. They went straight into the water. The shell broke apart. But I have to
Yikes.
say, 26 feet on that one. The skit was good. The creativity was good. Even though they didn't go a huge distance, they could still score really well.
There is carnage everywhere down there on the splash cam. You've got cowboy hats, you've got faux boots, there's a shell. I saw some lettuce floating around down there. The team's got their work cut out for them. See, this one has promise. Gets away from the carriage, and then it just splits apart in 2 on impact right there. That was probably the most stoked-looking face I've seen on any of these pilots out here today as he went careening into Lake Carolyn right there. What did you say that was, 26 feet, Tina, or 25? Is it 26?
It was 26.
As I get you with a mouthful of food, sorry. Tina got inspired. She's like, I want some tacos. We got a couple of 8s. We got a 7. We got an 8, and another 7. You guys are pretty much even keeled all across the board on that one. Madison, we'll check in with you again.
I mean, it was solid. It was consistent. The taco up close was insane. So kudos to the creativity, and it flew. So it's neat.
You're nodding, and you got a big old grin on your face. So I got to check in with you, Romeo.
That was a great one. Their performance was great. They were in sync, and they had their catchphrase. That was so good. And the crowd loved them too. Yeah. I need more hype from the crowd, though. The crowd's a little dead. I need to hear some noise from the crowd, baby.
Ouch! Yeah, this whole front row section right here, once they started dancing, that was definitely the best response that we'd gotten out of anybody thus far. So definitely some big thumbs up from the crowd for that last crew. Let's check in with Jayden down there in the takeout zone before we get to our next craft.
Okay, y'all, I'm here with the Blunder Dragons, and I think, what was it, 5 days of prep for 24 feet? That's pretty freaking good.
It was 24?
Yes.
Oh, let's go. That's pretty good.
Okay, is your face okay?
I feel a little disoriented, but we're pretty good overall.
Yeah, hey, can we get some help over here? He's a little hurt. I think y'all did amazing. 24 feet, 5-day prep. Looking good.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty stoked on that. I didn't know it was that far. It was a fun ride down to the depths.
It looked like a lot of fun. All right, guys, back to y'all.
All right, moving along with our next team. Team number 18, also from right here in Dallas. We got Team D-Lo and the Hoverboard. Talk to me about the idea behind your theme here and that name.
So, we all love the DeLorean for the Back to the Future, so that's kind of what we based ours on, and we have the name is the D-Lo. All right, so that's what we're called, and that's what we're going to do today, and we're going to make it happen.
So if you're going with that Back to the Future thing, where exactly is your flux capacitor on this craft, and how do you plan to get to 1.21 gigawatts?
It's all the way back there. Our main goal today is just reach that 88 miles an hour, and we're going all the way, baby. All the way.
I like it. It's keeping with the theme right there. We got the thumbs up to get you guys going here. This was built with duck.
From Dallas, here to prove you don't need high-tech fuel, just gravity and a questionable engineering skills.
All right, here we go. Can they get up to 1.21 gigawatts? We're about to find out right here. Will this thing fly? I don't know. Look at the top end of this thing. Now that we got winds picking up right here, that thing is flopping all over the place.
I might be betting money if they even get off the deck.
All right, they're off to a slow roll right here. It's a little bit wonky. Here comes the drone with the follow cam. People, you know what to do. Make some noise.
Oh, that went a lot farther than I thought it was.
I got to give him credit because he kind of like kicked up the legs and kind of bought into a little bit of that headwind that was coming in right there and bought himself a couple of feet. They ended up going 23 feet on that one.
The craft that was made of duct tape, and you talked about it earlier, just a lot of unshakable confidence and people who have never actually built a plane. And you can kind of tell on this one, but check it out. What you said, he reaches for the feet, reaches his feet for the water.
Well, looking at that replay, they've also clearly never filled up wheels from Harbor Freight with a compressor either, because those things were very low on the PSI. So if you're trying to push that thing off a flight deck, might want to pump those things up a little bit higher, but who am I?
Yeah, and the judges, let's take a look at the judges' scores. Middle of the road, some 6s, and we got the 4. Let's talk about that 4, nothing major.
Yeah, look, they only had half of their craft. I feel for them. I think if they had their whole thing, they're making it like 300 feet. So it's just a bad beat for them today.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you on that. Let's go over to Sam here with the 6, a little bit higher than a 4.
Yeah, I don't think they got exactly up to 88 miles an hour, but they got close. It was a good distance, it looked like, so I'm going to go ahead and give them a 6. I know they lost half their wing, so
Yeah.
I'll stand on my
And
score.
they still came out here. They still performed. They still put on their skit. Jaden, let's head down to you.
Hey, y'all. I'm here with Team Taku, and y'all look fire up there. How are we feeling?
Great. Awesome.
What was y'all's goal? To fly far or just look good while doing it?
Combination, but we definitely care more about looks. We didn't fly as far as, Chicken Whisperer or some of those greats, but we looked great doing it, and I think that makes us all really happy.
Okay, one more thing. Let's talk about y'all's dance, because I think that was a crowd fave. Who came up with that?
That's going to have to be me, you know what I'm saying? But, we all had our input. We all practiced real hard and did a great job, so I'm really proud of us.
Hard work paid off. Good job, guys!
Thank you. Thank you.
Hard work paying off, and we'll see if that hard work pays off with this next team. It's team number 19, the Suncatchers. Also out of Dallas, Texas. Their craft name is the Helios Regret. I see some hobby horses. I see a chariot. I see some beards and some togas. I mean, you got a lot going on here.
Yes, ma'am. That's true. We do have a lot going on. This is really inspired by the story of Icarus and Daedalus. This is our sacrificial lamb over here. So he's the one that we're really sacrificing, and we're hoping he takes flight today.
All right, you're hoping that he takes flight. I'm going to go over to you because I'm assuming you're hoping that you take flight as well.
I would like to live.
All right, well, guess what? I just heard the water is clear, so now is your turn.
Okay.
A man of few words.
Explanation at the ER if you landed on top of that thing.
I mean, at least he cleared the chariot on this.
Yeah. Imagine landing on top of that thing and then having to go to the ER and be like, so what happened again? I was with this thing called Flugtag.
Yeah. I landed on a chariot. There were a bunch of hobby horses there. Judges, wow, those scores are not high.
They don't have to.
Oh, what do we got? We got threes all across the board from the front end right there. We got a 2, and then Sketch checking in there with a 4. Madison, we'll go to you on this one.
I would have loved to see a little bit more of an upward trajectory. Kind of felt a little quicker than I would have liked to see, but overall solid, and performance was lacking, but I'll give him a 3.
It was a good dismount to get away from the rolling device at that point, because that could have spelled pain. Steve, John, what about you guys?
Yeah, they didn't have a lot of force on that push. There's no lift on it.
That kind of seems to have been the theme out here today.
Yeah, go all out. Let's see everyone in the water.
I know the ops crew doesn't want you to run that far because they don't want to push you all the way out and have somebody slip, but you got to put forth the effort. Otherwise,
these are our boys right here.
These guys?
Yeah.
This is your crew right here?
Yeah.
Oh,
a lot of power.
Number 20 right here out of. Oh, we go to Jaden before we get to these guys. Jaden, take it away.
I'm here with Team D-Lo, and I have a question. Tina didn't think y'all were going to get that far. How are we feeling about that?
That's actually fantastic. To be fair, we didn't even think we were going to get that far.
So we're just happy. We had it for the vibes, and y'all looked good while doing it. So that's all that matters, right?
There you go. Yeah, of course.
Are we going to do this again, or not again?
Oh, we definitely do it again.
Yeah? Okay, I'll see y'all back here again. Good job, guys.
All right, now we're up here with team number 20. These gents are from down on the Gulf out of Corpus Christi. Can I get you to make some noise for the Corpus Christi Crabs with the craft name Balls Out? This is a little bit bulkier than some of the craft that we've seen thus far, but I understand that you guys are actually all part of a rugby club.
Yes, sir. That's right. All 5 of us play for the men's Corpus Christi Rugby Football Club. Check us out, CC Crabs on Instagram, baby. Go Crabs. Hey, when we go off, pinchers up. Pinchers up!
I have one more question before we give you guys the thumbs up. Since you guys are crabs, if you're successful in the flight and you break the record out here today, will you share your tales of success with everyone else, or will you be shellfish?
Shellfish.
There we go. Thank you for playing to my joke right there. We got a green light for these guys. Let's send and make some noise for the Corpus Christi Crabs, everybody. Pinchers up!
All right, they had their pinchers up, Jimmy.
They're excited. Somebody lost a GoPro on that one, by the way. Somebody's GoPro went careening off of the flight deck and into the water down there. But here we go. Will they fly? It's about to be a crab fest out here in Las Colinas. This thing looks like a giant blimp with wings. I don't know. I think this one could possibly go the distance. Remember, we've got 2 teams at 28 feet here today thus far. Watch out for the scaff. I don't know. Steve and John had it right. They got to give this thing a better push if they're going to get flight out here today. But these are their boys. They have confidence. Will they fly?
Whoa! It floated. That crab floated.
Well, usually when you've got floater crab, you got to throw those out because they didn't make the trip down to processing right there. But these crabs floated in a good way.
Oh, 23 feet for that one. Number 20, the Corpus Christi Crabs. Actually, it was a rugby ball there out. Balls out was the craft name for that one.
Well, the ball's out about 23 feet right there.
Take another look at that. He just kind of stood up like, no, that was easy.
Yeah, the next time you go eat seafood, you don't want the floating crab.
No.
You see that one in the tank? Tell them no thanks. I'll take the next one.
No, thank you. But you know what, Jimmy? Take a look at those scores because I see some 10s, I see 9s, 8s, really high scores. I'm going to start with Sam at the end with that 10. I mean, give us the reasons for that high score.
I think the Corpus Christi boys did a bang-up job. It takes a lot to stay on the craft, I feel like, when they hit the water, and the body slam alone deserves a 10. So, 10 in my book.
Yeah, and Romeo, you're shaking your head right there.
I don't think anybody heard how hard that slam was. That slam was so hard. Good commitment by the Corpus Christi boys. I like that. Good job, fellas.
All right, and then Matt, let's go over to Sketch there because I saw you have a 10 too.
Yes, ma'am, I do have a 10.
And why is that?
Why do I have a 10? I don't know. I just picked up the first thing I saw.
You just picked up the first thing you
kidding.
saw.
They did a great job. I saw the power and the enthusiasm. The body slam to start is a 10 out of 10. All of them jumped in the water, 10 out of 10. Flying, 10 out of 10. Crowd, 10 out of 10. Where's the noise? Where are the people? Where's the noise?
There you go, Jimmy. Sketch giving them a 10.
Thank you, front row.
All right, Jaden. Let's go down to you.
Okay, I am here with the Suncatchers, and I heard the only thing you want to do is live. You look like you're alive to me. How are we feeling?
My butt hurts.
Okay, but you're living, and y'all went pretty far. How are we feeling about this as a team?
What do you constitute as far?
As far as your plane flew, honestly, y'all looked good. You don't think?
I thought I went straight down.
Yeah, but like, you're alive, right?
We can check that later.
That's all that matters. Yay! Good job. I'm so proud of y'all.
Thank you.
Oh, Tina, we're getting down to the wire here. We've got one more performance coming up, then we're down to our final 6 craft. Remember, we've got the awards ceremony immediately following the event. You got 3, 2, 1 on the podium with prizes up for grabs, not to mention the People's Choice Awards as well. If you're out here, don't forget the hydration stations. Refill your water bottles. You want to stay hydrated out here in the heat. Don't forget about our sponsors, our partner vendors out there on Las Colinas Boulevard. We got CBS, we got Topgolf, we got all the food trucks out there. Shout out to our VIPs up there on the deck over there. My buddy Aiden Brasher out there running DJ, running the 1s and 2s out there for the VIP crew up on top of the garage. But thank you, DFW, for turning out in force out here today. Give yourselves a big round of applause. It's been 12 years since we've been able to do this out here, so we are happy to be back out here in Las Colinas.
Yeah, and we are just about to rejoin with another freestyle jet ski showcase. Again, that's Chris Anizeski and Jack Dubois. They'll be coming up shortly. But let's go down to Jaden, who is with one of our favorite teams, Jimmy, the Corpus Christi Crabs.
Let's get
Y'all, how are we feeling today? Because that looked amazing.
We're feeling great! Let's go, Crabs, baby!
I loved it. I feel like y'all kind of flew a little bit. And it was a graceful landing. I think that was the best one out of all. How are we feeling?
Thank you.
Flattered.
Yeah. Doing really well. Yeah. We had some help with center of mass calculations. Obviously, we're working with what we got, but we did our best to make it technically sound. So let's go, Crustacean Nation!
Yes, and I think all that matters is that y'all looked good while doing it. We're alive. We're all flying and we're having fun.
Thank you very much. Thank you guys. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for having us.
Of course. Back to you, Tina and Jimmy.
Did I just hear a shout out of Crustacean Nation?
You never know what's going to happen at a Red Bull Flugtag.
No, you do not. You know, and like I said earlier, this is only the second time it's ever been done here. 2013 was the last one. Been 12 years in the waiting. We've done a couple of soapboxes here. You and I had the honor of calling the last one in 2019. Just to kind of recap some other things coming up in the world of Red Bull. You've got, well, actually both of us, we're going out to Virgin, Utah for Red Bull Rampage here. We saw a teaser on the video wall for that one in the opening ceremonies, and some people might not have been here to see that, but let's kind of tee that one up a little bit. And what exactly is Red Bull Rampage for the folks that don't know?
Well, it's mountain biking, but it's mountain biking on a completely other level. It's done in southern Utah, the southwest part of Utah, and these athletes go out and they build their own course. They create their own lines. It includes jumps and big, huge gaps, but it is really the most prestigious mountain bike event in the world. And it's one of those that if you ever get a chance to witness it in person, you absolutely have to.
Yeah, when you see it, when you watch it on TV, or if you're watching the live stream and you're thinking, wow, that's pretty intense, because you're literally, I mean, they're doing downhill free ride mountain biking. It's men's and women's events, by the way, but they're doing this in the middle of Zion National Park. So it's not like this is an open course that anybody can just go out there and practice on. Literally, the crew goes out there and they forge these trails and these jumps and these features out of the terrain that's out there on the edge of the national park. And when you get out there and you see it in person, it is absolutely insane to watch. My first time out there was last year, but that one's coming up, and it's a big deal. And there's multiple platforms that you can watch that one on live as it happens. But you can go to redbull.com to get more information on that one. And it's coming up here in October.
Yeah, and right now you can take a look at the big screen. We have Chris and Jack getting ready for another freestyle jet ski showcase.
And What do you say, DFW? One more time. Give it up for Chris Anaseski and Jack Dubois. Your freestyle jet ski show out here at Red Bull Flugtag Dallas 2025. I've seen a lot of jet ski stuff over the years, but it's pretty darn impressive when you can just pop into backflips like that off of your own wake, like it's nothing, and fire off 720s. I saw those guys yesterday. I saw the flip levers on the handlebars. I was like, no, wait, look at that. How about just combo? Just keep it going. Just multiple flips. Make some noise one more time for both of those gents right there. Chris and Jack lighting it up for you guys out here this afternoon with only 6 more craft to go. I believe thus far that the best 2 that we've seen distance-wise thus far is 28 feet. And I believe we're still hanging tough in that range right there. Can anyone best that?
Yeah, 28 feet, Jimmy. Well, we are going to get underway with our next team again. 6 teams left to go. The longest distance so far has been 28 feet. I'm looking at this thing. How much confidence do you have that this is going to go beyond 28 feet?
Well, if it goes a little better than trying to maneuver through all the crowd, I think we have a pretty good chance at taking first on this.
All right, there you go. All right, so what was the inspiration behind this?
Well, looking at the old Flugtags, and we're just a couple aviation guys, we try to give our best chance or our best run at being the next Wright brothers. And so yeah, we have this Stingray-looking thing, and we'll see how it goes.
So this is supposed to be a Stingray.
It kind of looks like one. It wasn't the first intention, but it is now.
All right, so I'm going to go over to you. How did this come about with the team and you guys joining together to make this?
Well, my friend Bryant, we worked with him, and he saw this online, and he said he had a passion to do it, and we said, we'll support you.
And look at that, the support. Well, your passion, let's see if you can take it to the air. You guys are clear. Okay, team number 21, Jimmy, we got 6 more teams to go. Their goal is to beat that 28 feet. But so far, that's the longest distance we've seen.
I'm not sure about this one. There's a lot of floppy parts on this craft right here. We'll see. I will say that not a ton of choreography there. However, if you've got the right song that gets people in the mood and you're just running around on the flight deck, people seem to like that. Sometimes that tracks well with the judges. You've done more of the Flugtags than I have. You've seen that pander quite well to the judges in the past.
Yeah, let's see if this thing can make it off the deck. Again, it's team number 21, removed before flight. Their craft name is Inspiration.
We are, I don't know. I mean, look at the back end of that thing listing to the left as they try to wheel this thing out. Walk at the plank here. This one's going to be hard pressed to actually make it off of the flight deck. I don't know. Let's cheer them on. Let's see if they can persevere right here. It's dragging the edge. Oh, the tail drag, and that thing just goes flopping. I didn't think it was making it off the dock, to be honest with you.
I didn't either. I thought he was going to eject. It looked like he was positioning his hands to get ready to jump out of that.
Well, the team craft was Inspiration, and it looked more like desperation trying to get to the end of the flight deck right there.
But the skeleton
Somehow,
made it.
some way, they went 24 feet.
The skeleton made it.
Which I think is ironically half as long as their actual craft was right there.
Look at that pilot. Yeah, he just stayed sitting the whole time. No effort to eject. But that again, team number 21, removed before flight.
You also have to throw in the added effort of the $40 skeleton from the hardware store. I got a 2, a couple of 3s, and a couple of 4s to bookend this one. Who do I want to pick on this time around? Let's go to you guys. Steve, John.
Yeah, we didn't have high hopes. It was pretty bulky. Didn't get very far. Didn't understand the skid either. Did y'all? I didn't understand it. So But, they tried hard, so therefore a 4.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to get a song going that you like and just run around like a crazy person like you've had 10 Red Bulls. Madison, you agree with me on that point. I mean, it works sometimes.
I mean, sometimes it does. I don't know if it did today, but it was something. And I mean, they went off the ledge, they made it all the way to the end, and they flew a little bit. So, 3.
It was something. And as I said earlier, down is still a direction. So we'll check in with Jaden before we get to our next craft. Oh, no, we're not going to Jaden. We're just going to keep this party rolling right here. Oh, Tina. I have so many questions for this next group. Romeo, you look like you wanted to chime in on that last one before I get to this next group. You got a comment about that last flight?
Oh, is this mine? Okay. That last one was great. I was hoping more for the performance. It got a lot farther than I anticipated it, though, at least. So that was good. But yeah, three for effort. Not bad.
Sam, you're kind of quiet over there.
Yeah, it was just all around bad for me. It didn't make it off the runway, which is why I gave it a 2, but barely. So.
Man a few words. I love it.
I just want to put this out there. Next year or next one of these, can we have a sign that they hold up and like the numbers that says it was just bad all around for me? I think you might have just got yourself into the marketing queue here.
I have seen before, though. I actually have seen them take a 1 and make a minus sign with numbers before. We haven't seen that yet today. I'm just throwing that out there.
There's still time. So you're saying there's a chance.
We got 5 more teams left. 5 more teams left here at Red Bull Flugtag. So far, again, the longest distance has only been 28 feet.
Yet.
No. Okay. Team 23, 100 men versus Gorilla. You guys are out of Cowtown. You're from Fort Worth. Your craft is the Gorilla glider. So you guys, aerospace, the mechanical, you're all engineers that work together at Belk Helicopter, from what I understand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, we are.
So clearly you guys aren't monkeying around is what you're telling me.
That's absolutely right. I'm sorry, can I translate something?
Yeah, go for it. This is your time to shine, my friend.
Ape strong. Ape win.
All right, the water is clear. You guys are good to go. People, make some noise for 100 men versus Gorilla. They're ready to make DFW go ape. That right there might have been the biggest reaction that we've had skit-wise from the crowd out here today. They've impressed you with their choreography. Now, can the Gorilla glider fly? They're making their way to the end of the flight deck. People, let's make some noise for 100 men versus Gorilla! Oh! About 25 feet right there. Waiting for the official word on that one on distance. I don't know. Are they all going to jump? There you go. 29 feet. 29.29.
29 feet for team number 23, 100 men versus Gorilla. And so far, that has been the longest distance we've seen.
Just getting past that 25-foot buoy, so puts them 1 foot ahead of the 2 teams that we had tied for the longest distance out here today. 100 men versus Gorilla puts himself in the driver's seat for now.
And the crowd is into it, the fans are into it, and you know what, Jimmy? That guy stayed in that gorilla costume this entire day.
I mean, I'm going to walk a plank here, but if you're going to do gorilla fight choreography while playing Black Sabbath, I'm giving you 100 on that point. I'm blowing that one up the scale, and Sam agrees with you. Thank you. Shout out to Ozzy.
100%.
We got a couple of 9s, and we got a couple of 10s down here. Sketch, you gave that one perfection. Talk to me, sir.
Yes, sir. I gave him a 10 purely for the distance. I loved the pre-dance. It was pretty good, but the distance overall is where I'm getting it.
There you go. So Sketch giving it a 10. I would have given it a 10 just for the Black Sabbath and the choreography alone. Good stuff right there. Now we're going to check in with Jaden, who was with one of our previous teams. Jaden, take it away.
Okay, guys, how are we feeling? The judges weren't too fond of y'all's craft. How are we feeling about that?
It's not up to the judges. It was up to us. Today was all about us and getting off that deck, and we did that.
How's our little skeleton buddy hand? I don't see a hand. There's no hands or legs. How are we feeling about this? Is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's old age. Lost both hands in today's crash. Lost a leg in the last crash.
Okay, well, all that matters is y'all are intact. We had fun. 24 feet. That's really freaking good. We good?
I'm proud of it.
Yes. Good job, guys. I'm proud of y'all.
Yeah, thanks, Jaden. Well, just a quick reminder to all the teams out there. We only have a couple teams left, 4 to be exact. So if you competed here, make your way to the base of the ramp.
So sorry, I just was not wowed at all. I mean, the performance for me wasn't it. I'm not really into like the fighting, violence, turbo vibe. I guess that's what the move is today. But yeah, I mean, it took off and went straight down. So for me.
Do you know those guys? Because you're wearing a Wrecking Crew shirt now.
No, I just love those guys. They got my first 10 in the creativity process of it. I love their build there. I just wish it would have gone a little further. That's why they got a 6. But no, shout out the Wrecking Crew. You're tripping, man. Saying, 1 is crazy. 1 is wild.
He was trying to bully you into bumping that up to a 4. Sketch, you look like you got something on your mind. What's up, buddy?
I got a lot on my mind. But I'm going to keep it to myself. Listen, I gave a 6 for 2 reasons. 1, because I love Red Bull, and 2, because I love Red Bull. If you love Red Bull, make some noise.
You're like Jim Carrey in that movie, The Yes Man. You like Red Bull? I like Red Bull. Let's go have a Red Bull. Hey, let's check in with Jaden before we get to our next craft.
Y'all, 29 feet! Honestly, okay, what? 100 men versus 1 gorilla? I think everybody wants to know. Who's the winner of that?
I think we all know who the winner was. It was the gorilla.
It was a gorilla. 29 feet, y'all set a record for today. I think we know who the real winners are so far.
That's right.
Woo. Here we go. I'm proud of y'all. Way to go. 29 feet!
Oh, we're getting down to the wire here. The last couple of craft. We got the Charcoal Commanders just about 45 minutes to the east over there from Greenville with their craft name, Grill Force One. Now, you guys are a team of self-proclaimed engineering nerds, but I hear that you guys got into this on the day of the deadline that you had to sign up. How in the world did you figure that out, and how did you get picked to do this?
Yeah, so we submitted the online submission. This guy right here, acting like he waited his whole entire life to submit a flying smoker. So literally, I emailed him at 8 a.m. He came back with the design, as you guys saw in the polls, and we submitted the application by 5 p.m.
So you have a saddle on the top of the smoker right here, and I see that you guys have written brisket on the wings. You've got ribs written on the front. What do you got? What says over the pork? So clearly you're trying to give the fans here a case of the meat sweats.
Yes, that is correct. We actually have meat in there. They weigh about 80 pounds total on the craft. So each that wing over there is about 34 pounds. Each wing on the back is 34. The canards are 7 pounds.
All right, so the engineering's dialed in. Can they wow the crowd? You guys got a green light. Time to cue them up. Cue some music. It's the Charcoal Commanders out of Greenville. Costume earlier, why they had a friend dressed up as a giant lamb shank or ham shank. So now I get it right there. Just trying to put a little bit of seasoning on your Saturday afternoon out here. And here you go. You could go home and tell your friends today that you saw a guy saddle up on top of a giant smoker.
Yeah, you got to put your hands together for this one. It's so creative. They put a lot of detail in this one. We're in Texas. You got to have some barbecue.
Oh, my goodness. Look at this whole apparatus. You guys can't see it from your vantage point down there, but they have, for lack of a better term, a giant pushing stick that they've got wedged into a couple of holes that they drilled into this barrel, and they're just going to shove this thing. I don't know how the steering apparatus works right here, but this is going to be interesting. They're hoping to fly, but they really want to just grill the competition, Tina. I had to throw a barbecue joke at you.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have beef with that? I know. I'll stop.
No,
I won't. Who am I kidding?
No, you won't.
Here we go. Will the giant smoker take flight and... Oh!
And the piece of meat went flying.
What? Was it success or would it be a giant mistake? What? I don't know. That one cut past the 30 feet, Tina. 30 feet. We got a new distance record. 30 feet, TFW. It's a beefy lead, but there you go. Take another look.
Check that out. That piece of meat flying off the flight deck.
Clearly, he got butchered on the dismount right there as he goes head first into the barrel. That will void the warranty on your Traeger.
Man.
However, they are at the forefront at 30 feet.
And Jimmy, look at these scores. Are you surprised?
We're not worthy.
All 10s.
We're not worthy.
All right, let's start with the left. Sam, the 10, and let's just run on through the judges.
Beautiful build. Love the engineering on this one. Love the barbecue theme. Made me hungry. Obviously the furthest distance, so 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. And Romeo, I mean, you got to go with the 10 as well.
Gotta go with the way. One thing about Rome is that he loves some meat. That was great. Good job, fellas. That was well done.
Oh!
He's taking a page out of your book, Jimmy.
I'm going to hang out with Romeo later.
All right. So, Madison, we'll hear from you as well, a 10.
I mean, I'm from Texas, so I love me some barbecue. But also at the same time, like the salt and the pepper on the meat, come on, going into the smoker, take off, obviously, 10 out of 10. And it went far, so I'm a fan.
Yeah, that smoker was well built. That smoker looked good. Going to go over to Nothing Major. Got to hear from you guys as well.
Yeah, that was a 10 out of 10, no doubt. These guys killed it. The skit was incredible on the spit up here, turning the meat with the salt and pepper. Great execution.
Yeah. Sketch, let's finish this off.
I would say 10 out of 10 specifically for the salt and pepper dance. I really like the dance, and then they flew 30 feet. Can we get some noise for 30 feet? Oh, yeah! And I love Red Bull. How about you?
Well, Jimmy, 30 feet. We still have a few more teams left to go, but let's head down to Jaden.
Okay, I am here with the wrecking crew. How are we feeling with this?
Fantastic.
Okay, it looked like our cart kind of wrecked. Was that the plan?
That's the whole purpose.
It sounded like the vibe. The yellow looks good. Y'all looked like y'all had a blast. Was that part of y'all's little vibe going into this?
Yeah, they just come have fun, give the guys a show. I think they liked it.
Crowd, I think we liked it too. How are we feeling? There we go. Good job, guys. No, it's a fake.
We're down to the final two, Tina.
I know.
Can you believe
it's sad.
it? I know.
It's really sad.
I was ready to do like 20 more of these, but
I know. Now that we're seeing some distance, we saw 29 feet. Now we just saw 30 feet. We're picking things up here at Red Bull Flugtag.
You want to take it away with this next one?
Sure. All right, let's head over. We got the Visionaries out of Dallas, Texas. All right, you guys have been waiting all day to go Princess Peach. All day. We're seeing some records now be set. How far are you going to go?
We're aiming for 100, but honestly, as long as we win, we will take whatever.
As long as you win, but you got to do the skit. You got to go the distance.
Yep. 50, for sure.
All right, 50. Well, guys, I'm hearing the water is clear, so take it away. Okay, it's team number 26, the Visionaries out of Dallas, Texas. They claimed 50 feet. I don't know about that, Jimmy.
They're getting wonky. They're going right. Now they're back to left to center right here. I don't know. Is it going to fly? Second to last crowd. And straight down to the impact zone.
That might have been the first flip we've seen today.
Well, we saw a couple out of the jet ski guys, but I mean, if you're getting technical as far as craft are concerned, yeah.
As far as crafts going off the flight deck. So 13 feet, a little bit of acrobatics going on.
I mean, I guess you're going with that classic glider theme, but that thing had already, like, for how long that thing was, the front end is already lurching down. Watch the front wheel go off. You're already aimed down at that point. That thing never really had a chance, and it's a good thing that flipped over, because that could have been a painful end result right there. But 13 feet still, they got 13 feet out of that.
It's better than 12.
Look at you being the everything optimist out here.
All right, well, let's check over with the judges to see what they have to say. Yeah, I'm not surprised with that. Some ones, some twos.
A 0.
Oh, and I see a 0. Is this our first 0?
Oh, Sketches, we're into the negative.
There's a negative in there, too.
Somebody gave Sketch a Sharpie, and we now have a -2. Ouch.
Oh, wah, wah.
Fair game. There's a Sharpie nearby, and we took used to it.
I didn't think this was like fantasy football where you could go negative points, but Sketch has just changed the rules out here today.
Yep.
He sketched a -2.
Oh, Tina, yes! Tina Dixon's in the pun game today.
All
Madison?
right. Well, let's go to Madison. It's a 1. It's better than a -2. What did you like about that?
I liked how fast they were running off the platform. I felt like they caught some speed, but again, went straight down. The float looked a little put together last minute, but hey, I got to give them a 1 for effort. They're here. They showed up.
Yeah.
I mean, they were running fast to their demise. I mean, that could have been absolutely horrifying, but she got out of that unscathed. Romy, I have a question for you. This is coming from our TV truck. How many outfit changes have you gone through here today?
This is my 8th. Nah, no, just two.
He had the T-shirt.
The T-shirt, the 88 jersey. They had the Wrecking Crew shirt on, so I got 3 by my count right there. There's a whole over-under bet going on in the TV truck about how many times you've changed outfits out here today.
Let's see, we got one more left. We'll see.
All right, so the jury's still out on that one. Let's check in with Jaden one more time before we get to our final craft of the day.
Okay, I am here with the Charcoal Commanders with 30 feet! I heard we have a group full of engineers, and they said it took a lot of hard work. Are we happy with our results?
Oh, yeah. We came here to win.
And I think that's what y'all did, but I think we need to zoom in on our pilot's face. We have a little scratch. How are we feeling?
Little bruise, little blue.
Yeah, but all that matters is that we got 30 feet and we set a record today, right?
Go!
Good job, guys. Tina and Jimmy, back to y'all.
Well, if you'd asked me 2 months ago if I'd be spending a certain Saturday in September out here on top of a 30-foot deck with a giant pink flamingo and a bunch of dudes and women in hot pink jumpsuits, I'd tell you a little crazy, but hey, welcome to the world of Red Bull, everybody. Our last team out here, by the way, we have the awards coming up right after we wrap things up here, so stick around for that. But Team Flamboyancy 2, Flyboyant, and the craft name is Susan. You guys got a whole lot of interesting talking points right here in your liner notes, and they're all running away from me, and they're heading towards Tina. So I'm going to come back over here to you guys. Which one of you is Dr. Caitlin? That would be you. It says here that you can be talked into any dare if we tell you, I bet you can. Is that true?
That is very true. I will do it.
Are you piloting this thing?
I am piloting.
I dare you to fly this thing 120 feet. You can't do it, Caitlin.
Fine, I'll take it.
There we go. Which one of you is James? James, it says here that you can order beers in 20 different languages. That is a very, very notable skill, sir, so I'm going to put you to the test. Order me 2 beers in German. Go!
Ein Bier bitte.
There we go.
Ein Bier bitte.
I'll let that one slide right there. You did it on the fly. That's all right. We'll let it slide right there. Do you know what Flugtag stands for?
Flight Day.
There you go. He knows his German. What else we got here? Which one of you is Nate? Nate, the best thing you could come up with is that you could bench press your dad?
That's what I came up with.
That's a pretty heavy stat, my friend. All right. You guys, you bench press my dad? That would be entertaining. I'd like to see Larry get bench pressed. So here we go. You guys are the last craft to go here. Do you have any final words before we cut you loose?
The only thing is we only got one plane ride back to Tulsa.
No, we only bought a one-way ticket. Here.
All right, and we're gonna reset that one. Strike that one from the record. They had this all planned out. I'm gonna ask you this one more time. Any last words before you go?
Yeah, we only bought one ticket here, so we're taking this bird back.
There we go. They bought a one-way ticket. Water's clear. It's your last craft of the day. Make some noise for team number 27, Flamboyancy 2, Flamboyant. They're Okay, they have thrown away the pink flamingo capes. Dr. Caitlin is getting into the pilot seat here. We dared her. We told her, I bet you can't. She says, watch me do it. We've challenged her, people. We've challenged her to go 100, possibly more feet out here today. She's going to go full send on this one.
Oh, yeah. They've been waiting all day. They're the final team to go here at Red Bull Flugtag. Flamboyancy. Can they go the distance?
She was going to boogie board this thing down, and now she said, here we go, it's the last craft of the day. Can they make it happen? We better than she can. And, so,
that's going to be really close to that 30-foot mark.
I was going to say, at 30 feet being the best distance we've had thus far today, that one's going to be cutting it very close.
Well, let's take another look at the replay. Jimmy, we had to restart the music for them because they put a lot of attention to detail into their skit. And then check this out. Flies. Ooh, it's going to be close to that 30-foot mark.
It's just past that 25-foot buoy. And we just got the official distance. We just got the official distance. Are you ready for it now? How far do you guys think it went? Do you think it went farther than 30? Everybody make some noise out there. Who thinks it went better than 30?
Yeah. How about, do you think it went farther than 35? All right, Jimmy, you give him the news.
We'll do it together in 3, 2, 1. 40 feet!
That changes mine then.
Wait.
Romeo's trying to change shirts over here. He can't get a number up fast enough. Quick change by girl over here. Sam's got a 9. Romeo's got a 9. Madison's trying to hold up 2 cards at the same time. A 10 and a couple of 9s. Tina, who should we talk to?
Well, I want to go to Madison because we do have the 10 there. She seems to like everything, the whole package.
I mean, the distance speaks for itself. I mean, it's the farthest we've gone today. Also, the float was very aesthetically pleasing. I love the pink. Outfits on point. It's a 10 for me.
Yeah, they saved the best for last, definitely on that one. All right, let's go over to Romeo. A 9. Not quite a 10.
The only reason was I feel like the performance could have used just a little bit more pizzazz. I thought we were going to get a little bit more, but the furthest distance of the day, right?
Furthest
that's
40
awesome.
feet.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right, that team needs to come work with Romeo to get it just a little bit more pizzazz.
He's saying they could have been a little more flamboyant, basically.
All right, thanks so much to the judges. All right, hey, we're going to head down to Jaden with our final interview.
I'm with the Visionaries, and how are we feeling? Because y'all look good.
A little sore, for sure.
But I think all that matters is y'all's costumes are on point. We got out safely, and y'all had a little airtime. Y'all think so?
Well,
we had fun.
Yeah, we had fun.
That's all that matters. Are we going to do this again?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
They signed me up for it. Awesome. I love the energy. Okay, everyone, make sure we stick around for the awards coming soon.
I'll make the money like magic.
All right, you get that 10% off for wearing your Cowboys jersey.
Heard about that there 10% discount?
I don't think you understood.
Oh. Well, I'll be. How do I look?
Good enough for 10% off.
Wear your Cowboys jersey on game day and get 10% off only at Tom Thumb.
You're gonna do it all the way up.
Red Bull, baby! Let's go! Let's go! Ole! 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 Ole!
Coming in hard. Look at this. Look at that. With the smoke pack and everything. No, come on, DFW. Let's keep the energy going out there.
Yeah, give it up, ladies and gentlemen. thank you so much for joining us here in Dallas for Flugtag 2025. First of all, I want to start with please give you all a big round of applause and give the teams a big round of applause. We saw some great teams, we saw some flying, and we saw some long distance there at the end, Jimmy.
That's the most important thing. We're back. We're back after 12 years. So again, I can't stress this enough, especially living here in the area. DFW, give yourselves a big round of applause and thank you guys for coming back out. After a 12-year hiatus, we're happy to be back here in Las Colinas.
Yeah, thanks so much to Jaden for being down there and talking to the teams afterwards. First, Flugtag, we expect to see you back here after she goes to Portugal to play professional basketball. All right, let's get on to the awards. Our first award is going to be the longest flight. There is no surprise on this one because it was the final team that we saw. They went 40 feet. Put your hands together for team number 27. It is Flamboyancy to Flyboyancy.
I mean, you can't go wrong with a giant flamingo and a bunch of hot pink flight suits. And it's fitting that it was the last group of the day, and they go 40 feet.
Yeah, saving the best for last. And we have Treaty Oak Revival that is giving them their award. Make sure and check that band out November 15th.
Yeah, Red Bull Jukebox in Nashville, Tennessee, coming up November 15th.
Yeah, they're on my new Hang Out at the Pool Spotify playlist. Treaty Oak Revival.
I like it.
Yep.
And also shout out to Sam over there for helping us on the Judges Tower up there today as well. Working double duty out here. One more time, everybody. Let's hear it for Flamboyancy to Flyboyant. Longest flight of the day. 40 feet out here for the second ever Red Bull Flugtag here in DFW. All right, that's award 1 in the books out of 5. The next one, we call this one the People's Choice. And this one was a fan-based voting. And this team that is the recipient of this award, they won 15,000 votes in order to be crowned the People's Choice Award. They get an iFly certificate for the entire team. It's the group from down south out of Sugarland. Let's hear it for the Sugarland Sugarnauts. Got the NASA suit on and everything. I like it. They are your People's Choice Award at 15,000 votes on the day.
All right.
Paparazzi time. Get your photo op in there one more time. The Sugarland Sugarnauts. Jaden, now it's podium time.
Yes, we are so excited to have our first ones on the pedestal. Coming in 3rd place for the iFly certificate for the entire team, we have 100 Men vs. Gorilla! Let's go!
Only them 5, right?
Get up there! Get up there! And I got to give props to the gorilla for staying in that costume all day long. All right, that's your 3rd place finisher. 100 Men versus Gorilla. On to the 2nd place. They get a heli experience. That is a great prize. We're in Texas. We all love a little barbecue. So please give it up for Charcoal Communication. Sorry about that. It's Charcoal Commanders.
Listen, you had me at grilling, okay?
I know. I got just too excited. All right, that's 2nd place. We have 3rd place. Jimmy, why don't you take the honors for 1st?
Well. This last one, Madison Skinner, one of our judges, she's going to come out here and present the trophy for this one. And their big prize, they get a top-tier Red Bull experience. And even we don't know what that's going to be. But let me just tell you, when you win one of these, a Flugtag or a soapbox or any big marquee Red Bull event, they do roll off the red carpet for that top-tier Red Bull experience. They're coming back out here for the 2nd time today. Out of Tulsa, they bought a one-way flight. Make some noise for Flamboyancy to Flyboyant, your winners! Flugtag Dallas 2025. Longest flight winners, and now they are the top tier Red Bull Experience prize winners out here. This is where you and I step out of the way so we don't get sprayed with a bunch of champagne.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I was doing. But check out those trophies. Those are some beautiful handcrafted trophies.
By a local artist by the name of Doug Moreland. So shout out to Doug. Those are some beautiful trophies. We've seen some cool stuff over the years, but that's definitely a memorable experience right there with those handcrafted wood trophies that we're giving out here today, Tina.
Look at that. We got a flamingo. We got a piece of meat. And they're all celebrating.
Sugar nuts.
An astronaut.
Astronauts, flying meat.
They're
flamingos.
full of everything.
It's a mishmash of everything out here. So there you go. Longest flight of the day, Flamboyancy 2 Flyboyant. People's Choice Awards, the Sugarland Sugarknots. Third place, 100 men versus Gorilla. The Charcoal Commanders walking out of here in second. And your winners, the top tier Red Bull experience. It's Flamboyancy 2 Flyboyant. What a day. You've done a lot. You just came off of one of these things in Cincinnati.
Yeah,
Does it ever get old for you?
No, this one, it's always different. All the teams are different. All the creativity is different. Your puns are always different. No. I love working with you, Jimmy. I love working with you.
Listen, after the last soapbox we did together here in 2019, I'm surprised you agreed to do this with me. You're like, I remember on that TV feed, you're like, dude, really?
I know. And then we got
Again?
Jaden over here. Jaden, her first Red Bull Flugtag, and again, she's going to be flying over to Portugal to be playing basketball for a while. So glad we got to have her for the day. Again, thank you to all the teams, everyone that put their work in, and thanks so much, Jimmy.
Yeah, you know what? Last but not least, thank you, DFW, for turning out strong. Again, we're glad to be back here after 12 years, and hopefully we don't wait 12 more years to do this one again. So thank you all for coming out. This one has been a great time. If you've got photos, you got videos, and you post them on social media, make sure you hashtag them Red Bull Flugtag DFW, and that's a wrap for us. Jaden, do you know that you have to jump off the flight deck since this is your first time?
Should we?
I'm totally kidding. No, don't do
No,
that.
I'm
because
joking. I don't
think
wanna
the
do it.
safety does. I was totally kidding. Hey, it's been a pleasure. Give her a big round of applause. As Tina said, her first ever Flugtag. So thank you for joining us. And Tina, it is I bow to you and I tip my hat because it is a pleasure. You know, I've been doing this a long time together, and I'm always happy to be in the trenches with you in any Red Bull event.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Woo!